Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Happy Tuesday. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. I think we actually might get rain tomorrow for the first time in 1 month.
Oh.
We haven't had measurable rain in Nashville since September 11th.
That's a long time.
Yeah. We've had a trace one day. We had 0.1 one day, but in terms of like measurable rain, looks like tomorrow is the day. What's up, Dawn Davenport? How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Brett Bachelor
ready
producing today. And yeah, Dawn is ready.
Let's go.
How was the drive in? Good?
Okay.
Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
All of you a-holes out there
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
that like to just putz around like you have nowhere to go in the left lane. I made a poster board that said, "Get out of the passing lane."
Are you holding this
And
up in your car?
Mr. Babs would not allow me to put it in my car.
You wanted
Yeah.
to put a note down.
Like it's like a little mini
man.
poster board. So when you pass somebody on the right side because they're in the way, then, you know, it's their, hey, here, it's a teaching moment. Don't do that.
Teaching moment.
So the PSA for today, folks.
Listen to
Your
this
PSA for today. Get out of the damn left lane if you're not passing anybody because people have places to be.
Well, sometimes people pass people at like 80 and then you come along.
Rolling.
No. I mean, that is accurate sometimes. But today it was a like on their phone, just chilling, going 65 in the left lane. Come on.
I think today is a sun.
Be better.
I think today is a sunglasses kind of day. I went with the doors off and the top off on the Jeep again, so I enjoyed that.
I'm kind of jealous. Maybe I wouldn't be so angry when I drive if
Dude, here's the
had
thing,
the
like
doors and tops.
it's probably 10 minutes quicker if I just go 65 down here to Demumbrian and then pull through that hotel parking lot that we're not supposed to pull through.
I
we
do
do
it
it
every
anyway.
time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's
that's-
cameras too.
That's why they put up this like arm gate thing, like, but it hasn't worked since they put it up. But they put it up because I think it's basically me and Babs
I think
and
it's
probably
all of
Buck.
us.
No, I'm coming
Do you
through
not
that.
do
What?
through there?
Heck
Yeah, you do
that's
too.
that's
I think
my way.
everybody does.
But I
thought
think
that was the only way to get here.
originally they put those things up a long time ago because of us. But anyway, but if I go so I grew up in Green Hill, so I like to come the back way sometimes, especially on nice days. And now that I'm rolling with this Jeep with no doors and top, and by the way, I got to put it on. So my wife's like, "That's pretty impressive that you were able to get all that stuff off. Can you get it back on?"
Meh.
Yeah.
I said, "Well, we're gonna find out."
Not meant for being
They've got these videos, but anyway, so like I like to come we live in Franklin, so I come down Old Hillsborough Road to Hillsborough Road, and then I cut over to Belmont and go down Belmont, and brings back lots of memories, stuff like that. So I'd like to do that.
You're a memory guy.
Yeah. So anyway, here we are. Ron Slay is here.
What up, people?
Slay.
It's Alabama Week, Slay Dog.
And this car ain't got no roof. This car ain't got no roof. This car ain't got no roof. I ain't got no roof.
By the way,
Your check ain't got no roof.
Major League Baseball
That's
playoff
almost
action.
enough.
Braves trailing 7-3, and now Seattle up 3-0 on Houston.
Okay.
So the upset teams are in full effect today. We'll keep you updated there. What's going on with you? Anything?
Man, I ain't got nothing going on, man. Just trying to figure out just more ways to kind of activate hate towards Alabama this week. You know what I mean? And I think so far I've been successful. Each day I've awakened and looked around and felt very well about myself, Babsy, and the hate is just pouring out. I think the hate is my alarm clock. I think that's what gets me up every morning. The hate.
I have awakened.
Yeah,
Ron
I've
Slay
awakened.
has awakened.
I've awakened.
I'm glad you're
Lord
awake.
help us all.
Yeah. I'm woke.
Hold on.
I'm awakened.
The definition of woke nowadays
it just may not
actually
fit
is
it, yeah.
probably not a
It may
positive.
not fit in. But I tell you what, man.
Hey, that line's down to 7.
I told you,
Is
man.
it?
That mom might get to
It's
5, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was 8.5 when it opened.
It got to make sense.
What did you say yesterday? Y'all saw it on ESPN while we were sitting in here. It
Was
like
it 98 or 92% of the money?
I think it was 89%.
89% of the
89%.
money is on Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's real.
Ugh. From a Tennessee
now-
perspective, that makes me nervous.
It
Is
don't
it-
make me nervous, y'all.
Is
Don't
it
do
legal in Alabama, though, to gamble yet?
No.
Maybe that has something to do with it. See, here's your
Oh, yeah.
investigative reporter here.
Listen
You
to
know,
her.
I mean, here in Tennessee, we can just hop on our
Journalist.
little, FanDuel Sportsbook app or whatever y'all
journalist.
talk about. You can just hop on your app and bet. So maybe that has something to do with
Journalist with a capital J.
it. Yes,
Look
right.
at this.
Uh-huh.
Just moment by moment. You never know what's going to happen.
Journaling
But
her
one-
life away.
One thing we're going to do each and every day this week is play my man Irvin from like 13 years ago as a Bama fan that hates Tennessee. So let's
my
go
gosh.
ahead and do it.
What
Every
about-
day. Here we
Man, I hate Tennessee because first of all, it's Tennessee,
Okay.
First of all.
and
That's good enough reason.
I just hate them because they low down, they dirty, they some snitches, and
That's my
I
favorite.
hate Philadelphia. I hate their colors. I'm not a dog person. I just hate Tennessee, man. Like, and I hate Neyland Stadium. It looks like a
Neyland.
garbage truck worker convention.
Garbage truck worker
And
convention.
I hate all their quarterbacks. I hate Tennessee, man.
Describe what you feel about their colors too. I thought that was interesting.
It reminds me, and it's not that orange that you can stand. See, I hate Tennessee more than I hate Auburn. I just dislike Auburn. I hate Tennessee. See, Tennessee's colors is that throw up orange. It's not that orange that you can sit with. It's that puke inside of a pumpkin orange. And I don't like pumpkins. So I really don't like Tennessee, man. I can't stress that enough, man. And they losers, they sore losers because they're not Alabama, and I hate Tennessee, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I'm with
love
that.
just how calm and
I just matter of fact.
matter of
Yeah.
fact
Yeah.
he was about
That's
you know.
pretty cool.
And I mean, I'm not
They
a
some
dog
snitches.
person. I
Yeah.
hate pumpkins. They're snitches.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're sore losers.
Yeah.
It's pumpkins.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate pumpkins.
What?
I don't like. I'm never eating a pumpkin. I go to a pumpkin.
That's fine,
Patch.
but you
No,
like to look
pumpkins
at
are
them.
disgusting. Oh, yay. Let's sit and carve a pumpkin together
my
and get our
gosh.
hands all nasty
Listen,
and like
I'm not
dig
car-
all this
No.
slimy crap
do
out
that.
of
I'm
it.
not carving
No.
pumpkins, but
I
I'll
ain't
put
with that
pumpkins
either.
out on the front stairs.
I do that.
I bought fake ones this year that light up so I don't have to carve out that yucky, nasty mess.
So you don't hate pumpkins. You hate carving pumpkins.
No, I did it because of the pressure of this society.
Oh,
and
society.
I
Oh,
always
being in the
get
spirit.
You got to be in the spirit.
I always get so much crap about you guys know I go crazy for Christmas. I put a tree in every single room in my house. Like I'm kind of psycho, right? And I never do anything for fall or Thanksgiving or Halloween. Partly because it's football season and who cares. But the other part is, because I'm busy. And so all my neighbors have all this stuff on their porches and it's all pretty. And, where are the Davenports? Well, now we're here. We got light up fake pumpkins.
She doesn't deal well with.
I can't believe that
Halloween
Dawn
and Thanksgiving.
actually lost some sort of conversation in her house.
Mm.
Like somebody had more control over this situation than her.
Interesting.
No,
October,
that's
November.
not how it went down.
Well, you hate pumpkins and you have pumpkins. So something happened.
But they're fake. So that didn't count.
Like your
compromise.
like your dolls that actually come to life at night and scurry around the house. Like
That's right. They probably hate pumpkins too.
for those that don't know, Dawn Davenport, ventriloquist, she still has her dolls from back in the day. Little Babs.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like talent shows going on at elementary schools nowadays. If your kid does not have a talent
Nowadays.
and they need a talent, call me. I'll teach them how to be a ventriloquist.
Yes. I mean, those are the kinds of things
No.
that come out during Halloween. These little ceramic dolls. My grandmother had them. I don't know why. She just had these ceramic dolls that just sat out. And I'm like, man, they're up to no good at night, bro. I ain't sleeping here. Are you kidding me?
The Babsy dolls.
You can lock that room.
Somebody said pumpkin seeds are cool candy. No, they're not.
So are you
Pumpkin
starting to
seeds
get a vibe on this Tennessee
I
Alabama
am.
thing? Like,
And listen,
What
this,
kind of a vibe?
the vibe that I'm getting is.
because you're still trying to recover from LSU.
Oh no! I'm
Oh, you're
recovered.
good?
Yeah, I ain't recovered sleep wise, but it don't matter what my body want to do. It's about what my mind wants to do.
I always say you can sleep when you die, but
Yeah,
you can
that's-
sleep
that's what
after
I
football
meant.
That's so
season.
funny that you say that. I just told that to somebody the other day.
Really?
Well, that's factual.
Yeah,
It is
everybody
true.
thinks that's a really dark thing to say, but, it's true.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Or you can sleep after football season.
Yeah, 1 or 2. Whatever it is.
That's not as dark.
You ain't getting no rest through this season. But I'm looking at it and saying to myself, you know what? I'm just looking around when I'm going to different places, and I'm not noticing the real Alabama fans coming out. I'm not hearing. I'm like, I know. What's our phone number?
615-737-1045.
Does it work? Can you pick it up here and dial
There's
tone?
no one on hold right now.
It hasn't been
So
really.
we are
no.
wide open.
We kind of lit it up on Monday. You know what I'm saying? But that was more to deal with Titans and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It
And
was
Victory
heavy
Monday.
Titans and heavy Vols.
Yeah. And still I'm wondering, Babsy, like I look around and I don't hear an Alabama voice in their fans' voice, and maybe I'm wrong.
Are you questioning the confidence in Alabama fans going into
Babsy.
this game?
Come on, now see now
That's what I'm reading between the lines.
exactly.
That's journalism right there.
See, Big J, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm looking for it. I don't hear it. I don't feel it. Are y'all nervous?
Here's
Alabama
the thing.
fans?
Here's the thing on these two fan bases in this weird week that we have Bama and Tennessee at number 6 and number 3. I mean, these two schools
so
are
fun.
undefeated, playing each other for the first time since 1989. That's where we are. It's kind of uncharted territory for a lot of people, right?
Yep.
So Tennessee fan, I think, is bursting at the seams to be excited and be confident and say we're going to whoop that ass. But they also know that Tennessee hasn't beaten Alabama in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Alabama fan that I've talked to that are friends with me, very nervous about this game.
I'm getting
Well,
the
part of it
same
is because
vibes.
they don't know what Bryce Young is.
Oh, he's going to play.
Okay,
There's
and that's
no
what
way
Okay,
they
but
he's
I
not
don't
playing.
care if he's
They
going
need
to
to stop
play.
that, though.
How healthy is he?
Well, those are two different things. How
Okay.
healthy is
Well,
Hendon Hooker?
But they matter. By
Hendon-
the way, can we talk about that?
Hendon Hooker
Hendon
took
Hooker?
it on the shoulder against Florida and has still been playing.
If
I
Hendon
still wonder
Hooker
about that.
does not learn how to slide, he will not make it through this season. If I'm
He didn't
Josh
slide last
Heupel,
year,
don't-
Babsy.
hey, don't give me that look. You know I'm right. Dude, you have to slide.
He must protect
You
himself.
gotta protect him. You have to. He has to. I get that he is doggone gritty and wants that extra yardage and all of that. But man, you are the facilitator of this offense that is really hard to stop. You have got to protect yourself better.
All right,
Yeah, that's right.
Let's continue with this discussion when we come back. Also, there's tons of great college football coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
Also, the Titans with a huge win going into the bye in first place in the AFC South. All lines are now lit. No, there's one. There's one open line. 615-737-1045. To the phones we go when we come back. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, Brett Batchelor producing today. This is 3HL.
Yeah. Start off NFL Week 6, right? With a little no sweat, same game parlay from FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. And it doesn't matter if you are new to FanDuel or if you already have an account or if you've been betting for years with America's #1 sportsbook. You get free bets back if your Thursday night same game parlay does not hit. What a perfect way to combine your bets for a chance at a bigger payday. Who do we have Thursday night? Is it a Nathaniel? I do believe so. That would be Carson Wentz. Maybe go under passing yards on that one. Justin Fields, maybe over rushing yards. Whatever you want to do. You can build your own. Choose from one of the popular same-game parlays pre-built for you in FanDuel's top-rated sportsbook app, and it's however you want to play. Bet the NFL on Thursday night with a no-sweat same-game parlay. Sign up with promo code DAWN if you don't already have an account. And if you do have an account, you're all set. Sign in, see what you've got, and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Again, that sign-up code, DAWN, D-A-W-N. You do have to be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. 3+ legs. Minimum $1 bet is required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets. Expire 7 days after receipt. Max free bet $5. Restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Tennessee Redline, 1-800-889-9789.
The Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. They are ready to help you get in that next new ride, whether you're looking for a new car, truck, SUV, or Jeep like the one I just bought. And I'm freaking loving it. And you would too. Weather's perfect as we head into the fall. And I'm ready. I love it. And they've got a ton of them on the lot. So go check them out. It's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Best vehicle buying experience you will ever have. I'm telling you, I've known these guys a long time. Daniel Gupton, King Gupton, all the guys at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. And their goal is simple: to get you in the vehicle that's right for you. That's it. No pressure at all. And you'll go ask your questions. They'll have the answers for you. You'll take your test drive. You'll go inside. They'll help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, 3450 Tom Austin Highway. Check them out online, GuptonMotors.com.
Excuse me, sir. You know, the bones of the stadium are still intact. You have the VOLS up on the board. There's new amenities everywhere. In kneeling. Hey, man, we don't care nothing about that. It's still kneeling, and it ain't got no room. Yes, the hype train. It runs right through Knoxville. Coach Josh Heupel and these 2022 Vols? Ooh-wee! We talking Hendon Hooker. Oh, the deep threat, Cedric Tillman. That defense led by Trayvon Flowers, tapping right into that orange power, T-power. Ooh, and coming off the edge, Byron Young. Heads up, Ball Nation. Because right now, it's football time in Tennessee. Tennessee.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you. This is Bama coming up on Saturday, 2:30 kick. Ball Network coverage begins at 12:30. Slay and Will Bowling will be on at some point.
On what?
Aren't you? On
Big
Saturday?
Savage, Big Savage too.
Oh, Big Savage too.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody missing this trip. Ain't no
Except
more
for
missing
me,
trips.
I ain't going.
You
I keep
got
missing.
other responsibilities. You got other assignments you got to go to.
Got a
bro.
kid over at the MTSU sidelines. MTSU Western Kentucky, 2:30 also.
Oh, that's a
Rivalry
big
game.
one for them.
Yeah.
Rivalry game.
So looking forward to that. 615-737-1045 at 3HL 1045. Mariners up 4-0 on Verlander.
Oh,
Oh,
What's wrong with you?
I like Verlander.
I do too.
When I
Oh,
worked
good.
in Richmond, I did a bunch of
Said I'm
stories with
good.
him.
Good.
Oh, good.
That's my guy.
All right, that's it.
Yeah. Braves down but not out. Still time. Down 7-3.
That's all.
It's not over, Slay.
What inning is it?
It is not. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
Eighth inning, dude.
This is where we get the tweets like, hey, man, it wasn't the Germans that bombed Pearl Harbor. I'm like, yeah, I know. Did you see Animal House?
Hey, listen, yours eighth inning, man. It's about over. But this is what I want to know.
Damn, Slay.
I'm putting an ultimatum out there
Uh-oh.
to the Alabama listeners, Alabama fans. Thank you. Ultimatum has been issued to all the Alabama fan base. You have until Wednesday. You got the floor. Trash talk early. It's trash talk week. You got the floor to talk trash and show the love that you have for your school and why you're not worried. Because after Wednesday, Babsy,
Or why you are worried.
why you're worried. Yeah, we want to hear from you. Because I ain't heard from them.
This is one of those times, too, where, like, non-Tennessee fan is for Tennessee.
Without question.
Even though they hate the Vols.
It ain't no
sometimes,
question.
in
No,
some
it's a
cases.
peace treaty right now.
It's on
a peace
paper
treaty.
and everything.
Yeah, everybody put their logos down, their colors down. There's everybody coming together to see we pull in one direction. So, after Wednesday, I'm shutting it down. I'm giving you an opportunity because on Thursday and maybe the last segment of Wednesday, I'm going to set you on fire. I'm telling you that right. I'm telling you that right now. If you ain't, I'm telling you that right now.
You have been warned.
Yeah, you've been warned. If you don't hate Tennessee, after Thursday, you gonna hate us. I'm make you pick a side. I'm making you pick a side.
Can I just put this out there for all the people that work at game day or whoever makes this decision? Ron Slay needs to be the guest picker on game day in Knoxville on Saturday. That needs to happen.
If they want to mind the lost, they should pick me. If you would like to see a human operate without a brain, pick me.
Do you think that they've ever had anybody fried on that set?
No.
Oh, yes, they have.
They done had some people fried. Yeah. Controllable friedness, though. That's what I'm going to be.
You can control it. It's pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
You just kind of reel yourself in.
Oh, I'm going to be there.
You say self?
Yeah, self get it together. We got to go perform.
615-737-1045. Dylan in Portland. Dylan, what's up?
All right, here we go.
Yo, what's up?
Yo.
But yeah, I just want to let y'all know this is my favorite show on 104.5 The Zone. I love all three of you guys.
Woo.
But let's just say Bama pulls an upset over Tennessee. And
Whoa, Dylan, whoa. Hold the line.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Did you just say Tennessee pulled the upset on. I mean, Bama pulled the upset on Tennessee.
Yeah, I hate Alabama with a passion.
Okay.
So
Tennessee pulled the upset on Bama.
Tennessee's favored in his head, I guess.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I got you. All right. Perfect.
I'll pick anybody against Alabama. I don't care if it's Vanderbilt. I just hate
I
Alabama.
like that.
There's a large portion of people.
I like
out
that,
there.
Dylan. That's what I'm talking about. Bring it, baby.
Let's say Tennessee loses to Alabama
Mm-hmm.
and they go and beat Georgia.
Yep.
And then, or would y'all rather have a loss to Alabama and beat Georgia, or beat Bama and lose to Georgia, not playing the SEC championship?
See, I mean, you're playing Sophie's choice here. Like, I mean, you're sitting here in Alabama week, so it's difficult to answer that question. If you just analyze the situation, the win over Georgia would be more important than a win over Alabama.
100%, yeah.
That's true.
It's like Legally Blonde, where she says, "I'd rather have a client that's innocent.
Guess what?
I'd rather have both wins
Yeah.
if
I
I'm
do
a
think,
Tennessee
too,
fan."
though,
Thank you
But
for the call, bro.
If you,
Yes.
but if you would, if
the
it were to
Georgia
go
game
vice,
matters more.
But if it were to go vice versa, that means you would be sitting. If you beat Alabama, lose to Georgia, you would be sitting watching the SEC
Right.
You still could get in.
championship.
Yeah,
You could still get in
to the college football playoff. That's what I'm saying.
I
So
just
this could
don't-
be a chance where you move up
Right.
by not playing.
I don't think Ohio State is going to lose, so I think they're
one.
going to be there, and I think the SEC champ will be there.
That's
So
two.
it's those next two slots. So what do you do there? So if Ohio State beats Michigan, maybe Michigan's sitting there with one loss, but that loss would have occurred at the end of the season, which makes it tougher.
Yeah, I know it ain't a point system, but boy, if it was a 3-point loss, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you got a 1-loss Tennessee team that's
But the
beat
eye
4.
test does play in
Yeah, you know what I mean?
because
It
it's
does.
humans making
Right,
the
okay.
decision now.
So you would have 5 top 25 teams that would be beaten.
So I think we're reaching a point in the season. Number one, I mean, when's the last time we even talked about these scenarios with Tennessee?
Come on, y'all!
I mean,
that's
it's-
all you're doing. Come on!
It's 2 decades.
Boy,
Yeah.
come on. Hey, the lights are on. Turn the porch light on, the street lights on. Come on home, y'all.
I've got a stat for you there.
Come talk to the
but
people.
this is the point in the season when if you're undefeated and in the top 10, you start to think about, okay, can Utah put a loss on USC this weekend?
There you
Right.
go.
Because USC
you
schedule
have to watch
sucks.
those
Yep.
other.
So, like, Payne Insider and Todd Furman on the Bet the Board podcast, they're like, I mean, USC has a good chance to go undefeated, and then if they make it in the college football playoff, I can't wait to fade them. Meaning they haven't played anybody, and they're going to get blasted. So that's one of the things. Now, you brought up Tennessee, and we'll go back to the phones. From Jordan Dejani, who is a contributor on Blaine and Mickey, tweeted out today, Tennessee has beaten 3 ranked teams in a season for the first time since 2016. They've done that this year. The Vols in 5 games. The Vols have not beaten 4 ranked teams in a season since 2001, which actually included a bowl win as the 4th win over a ranked team against Michigan. The last time Tennessee beat 4 ranked teams in a regular season was 1998.
Oh, what happened in '98?
Is that poetic? What?
Slay
Okay,
committed.
But the other
I
time,
lost my mind. I sat in Tempe, Arizona, at the Fiesta Bowl with my buddy Todd Mayo, and we looked at each other and said, Tennessee is sitting on the ball to win a national championship.
Beautiful.
Can you even believe what we're watching here?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
okay, but can I bring up 2016, the last time they did it, because the head coach was Butch Jones and then he got fired
Yeah,
Listen to her.
right after that. I'm just saying.
Listen to her.
We're gonna send him to Auburn.
If we're gonna pour out information, we got to pour out all the
It did not go well.
realistic information.
After the 5-0 start in 2016, it did not go well. It started with like whatever happened with Jalen Hurd in the program, and he did not go to
that
Texas
was
A&M.
I remember
Debacle.
And they went to Texas A&M and got to overtime.
I remember.
Alvin Kamara went off. And then
And you're like,
Dobbs
why was he not playing?
Yep.
Dobbs threw the interception in overtime. Tennessee lost, and then it just kind of fell apart.
Well, guess what? This ain't then. Yesterday's price ain't today's.
And then you're
going
coaching.
on up.
And then your coach in 2017 was Jeremy Pruitt.
Yeah, the thumbhead.
615-737-1045. Moving on.
Thanks for that, Babs.
Hey, by the way, Clemson too is in the. I mean, they're 6-0.
Yeah,
They are. I don't buy them either.
Pitt will beat them. Go
Who
beat them.
they
Get
have?
healthy
Oh,
and beat them.
Oh,
Pitt.
Pitt's a disaster.
This is where Clemson is. Clemson is the 4th ranked team in America. They play unranked Florida State this week, and they're a 3.5-point favorite.
Really?
3.5.
Get them, Norvell. Go get them, Norvell.
Chad is in Woodbury. Chad, what's up?
Going on, man?
What's
You got it, bro.
What's happening, Chad? What's going on?
Can I get a big roll tide right there?
Hey, have at it. The floor is yours, brother. The floor is yours.
Hey, look here. The reason you ain't hearing nothing from Alabama fans is because your balls is like the boy who cried wolf. We tired of hearing it. You know what I mean? It done got old over the last 18, 20 years. You know what I mean?
Respect.
You understand that we heard the same phone call like 10 times during the Florida week?
Respect.
I'm just saying.
That's a mediocre Florida, if that, at best. You know what I mean?
Mediocre to bad Florida has beaten Tennessee a lot.
A lot in the last couple of decades, or last decade.
So has everybody else.
Yeah.
Very true.
Were you this confident? Were you this confident in the third quarter of that A&M game last weekend?
Hey, we ain't talking about it.
I love it, Chad. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, later, bro.
Hey, but guess what?
I was nervous. I didn't want him to lose.
Guess what, though? That's it right there. That's what you get. I appreciate that call, man, because I'm
good.
writing that down.
I love it.
And guess what you got to
Bring
know? That's it. Florida, mediocre team.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, there was a hurt
Pittsburgh's
team.
a disaster right now.
LSU, even though they top 25, it's a daytime game.
They should have lost to Auburn.
Pute ain't getting involved. Yeah, they snuck out of Auburn. Like, boy.
He did have a touchdown.
Ooh. So what will be said about Saturday is what I'm trying to get. Because I still, as much as you feel and still say it's Alabama, I hear the leery in your voice, Alabama listeners. We're still here waiting. I'm still waiting on somebody to let me know, Babs. And talk to me.
I think Alabama fan probably, and I'm not speaking for them, but that Texas A&M game probably is that's the freshest right there.
Yeah.
The fact that they don't know if Bryce Young is going to be healthy enough to go or play, that plays into it. The fact that this Tennessee offense is doing things that we haven't seen in a long time.
No. They're setting records. Like Tennessee offenses have never done this.
This Tennessee defense, for as awful and thin as they were last year, I mean, with some good players, they're better this year. And we said all last year, okay, if they can just find some depth defensively. Now, I'm not saying this defense is good enough to go all the way, but it's a better defense. Yeah. So. And not to mention, too, Hendon Hooker and the confidence they're playing with.
Okay. Talk to us, man.
Would you stop over there?
I'm just saying, you ain't doing nothing but talking to us. That's all.
I'm pointing out all the reasons why I would think Alabama fan is like, well, we'll just see what happens in this one.
Babs,
look, it's way too early to start talking about Tennessee and national championships and stuff like that. But if they win this game.
No, it's not.
Then it's not.
They're undefeated. I mean, We're talking about Clemson.
Oh. That was true.
They are ranked 6th in the country. So if you're going to talk about the 7th team, then I guess you need to talk about the 6th team.
That is it right there.
So you put all those things together, and then what Alabama did last week against Texas A&M, and I know they didn't have their quarterback, but then if you're an Alabama fan, you're wondering the status of Bryce Young.
All right.
Let's go to Greg in Nashville. Gregory, what's up?
What's up, guys? Hey, man. I run a dump truck in Nashville every day, and 104.5 is on the radio from the time I come in to the time I go home.
Appreciate you.
Bless you, bro.
I got a little bit of bad news with some good news. I am a diehard Georgia fan. My wife is a UT fan. Now, don't tell her I said this, but get them, Smokey.
Hey, there you go. Yeah,
there goes Greg, baby.
Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, the difference in the boy that cried wolf, you got a point with that, Chad. You got a point with that. That is the case. Sometimes we just be talking. We want to talk. Listen, man, you got to talk yourself out of misery at times. That's what we was doing. The difference is everything that you just pointed out. No, don't worry. We got a little handbook we'll put out later.
Handbook.
But because we've been through it.
The book of Slight.
Oh, my gosh, of misery. Straight from UT.
BVS.
Yeah. That's it.
Battered Fall Syndrome.
So this is the thing. Everything you said, Babs, this ain't the same team. Those other teams really had question marks. Those were fans talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you actually have substance and a product to point to and say, this is why you can be beat. And it's factual.
And it's also at home.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting next to one of those crazy fanatics I can't imagine how loud that stadium is going to be on Saturday. Oh, by the way, we're giving tickets away today.
Whoa!
I totally forgot.
I'm definitely sneaking out and calling.
That's coming up in the 5 o'clock
I'm
hour.
sneaking out and calling. I'll be sitting in the car
yeah,
calling.
stick around. No, you cannot call.
Oh, I can't.
Whatever. I'm sure you work your way in through that locker room. So,
Like
yeah,
El
stick
Chapo,
with us.
you got a tunnel going through there.
Stick with us in the 5 o'clock hour, and you could have a chance to be there in what will be an absolutely insane environment.
Chris Lowe with a tweet says, taking over the Vol football starting quarterback job in week 3 last season, Hendon Hooker has accounted for 47 touchdowns, completed 68.4% of his passes, has thrown just 2 interceptions. ESPN's Mel Kiper says Hooker has played his way into potentially being a second-round pick.
And that's with 5 games played.
Well, not to mention I've actually had the opportunity now for 2 years to chat with him, in person, and you see what kind of kid he is.
Yeah.
You see how intelligent he is. You see all of those things too. And so, you watch him run this offense knowing him a little bit deeper than just the jersey. And I think there's a lot of people that pull for him.
All right, stay tuned as we will talk Titans football with Jim Wyatt when we come back. Also, David Long Jr. had the game-winning interception for the Titans against Washington. Will join us at 4 o'clock. Stay tuned, and we'll get back into Tennessee, Alabama. Chris Lowe will join us, talk college football at 4:20, and then we'll turn it over to you again. 615-737-1045, always a number. And, yes, Dawn is right. Your chance to win Tennessee, Alabama tickets coming up today on 3HL. Stay tuned.
In the building.
Oh, I love football season, right? I know I am not alone, and there's no better place to kick off the weekend for football than Scoreboard Bar and Grill in Music Valley. Scoreboard Bar and Grill is partnering with us, 3HL and 104.5 The Zone, to kick off the weekend of football every single Friday. All-you-can-eat low country boils are back every single Saturday. Largest selection of bushwhackers and the best live music in Nashville. All of this under several roofs out there. There's plenty of space. There's plenty of parking. And you can go hang with 3HL from 3 until 6 this Friday. Register to win. Let's see, UT Alabama, UT Martin tickets, and a bunch of other stuff as well. And fill out your pick'em sheet, too. 7 games for you to pick every Friday. The listener that beats Brent and Slay with the best pick wins a $250 prize pack. You guys keep getting beat?
What?
Do you keep getting beat?
Well, I mean, I haven't been told that I've won. So,
so the answer is yes. So there you go. Easy winning for you. Picks have to be made in person, though, while the boys are there. So plan on swinging by. Last week's winner, Hayden Lambert. Congratulations, Hayden. Join the 3HL this Friday, 3 to 6. Don't miss the best Sunday fun day in Nashville, too, with the Spasmatics from 4 until 7. All that and much more. Scoreboard Bar and Grill in Music Valley.
Accurate Mortgage, I want to tell you about my friends at Accurate Mortgage. Rates have come down a bit recently, though they are still higher than they were a year ago. But you know what else has gone up? Interest rates on credit cards and HELOCs. That's why you need a trusted local advisor from Accurate Mortgage to help guide you through this crazy market for your home purchase or refinance. Not just some Joe Blow off the internet in an anonymous chat box. Unlike the big online lenders to Accurate Mortgage, you are not just a number with which they will make a quick buck. Accurate will only ever advise a loan that makes sense for you financially. Even though rates may be higher than your current mortgage, Cash Out Refi may be able to save you money every month by getting rid of higher interest rate consumer debts. Don't lose the savings in your wallet to the interest rate in your head. Jen in Nolensville able to completely remodel her home with a Cash Out Refi, and her new payment actually lower than her old payment. Win. So if you're looking to purchase a home, do a Cash Out Refi to renovate your current home or pay off high interest credit card debt, Let the loan advisors at Accurate Mortgage help you find the right loan solution for you. Visit Accurate Mortgage today, bless you, Babsy, at AccurateMTG.com. That's AccurateMTG.com. Accurate Mortgage Group, a division of Ecopia LLC, is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 4664. For a lot of people, they're feeling it this week. 615-737-1045 at 3HL1045. Jimmy Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com joins us now. Jim, what's up? How are you?
Not too much. Hope everybody's doing well.
As a Vanderbilt fan, I know you had a kid that went to Alabama, so maybe that answers my question. But Tennessee, Alabama, typically speaking, during your life, which way did you lean?
I'm a Vanderbilt fan. I'll just leave it at that.
I think that tells you. Actually, he probably wishes
And my daughter,
a tie.
and when my daughter was in Alabama, I certainly wanted her to enjoy her time there.
Yeah.
So was pulling for her to have, because I have a son that went to the University of Tennessee, so he's he likes the Vols. So I don't ever want to see him see me acting a fool cheering against his alma mater. So I just support Vandy and let my kids duke it out.
You're a good father, Jim.
So the Titans able to score points in the second half, and Jim, they needed it, right? I mean, they found a way to win, and now you sit here in the bye week atop the AFC South. That's something.
Yeah, and it hasn't been pretty. I mean, yeah, they're 3-2. That's exactly where this team sat last year after 5 games, and that team last year kind of got on the roll, ended up winning 12, and was the number 1 seed in the AFC. This team, you look around the conference, and Buffalo looks a lot better than the Titans right now. The Chiefs look better than the Titans do right now. Titans have some warts, no question about it, and this offense is going to have to be better. Not only in the second half, I think, but across the board. I mean, you saw a quarterback that just got pummeled throughout that game on Sunday, but managed to stay in there and make enough plays for them to win. The running game, Derrick Henry's getting the heck beat out of him, but he continues to run with a vengeance and kind of will this team to win. Defensively, giving up way too many deep balls. They need to get healthy and need to play better. Yes, a lot better spot, though, than they were coming out of that Monday night game in Buffalo. I think this team deserves a lot of credit for getting off the mat, fighting back, making things interesting around here. And no matter what you say about them, you got to say that 3-2 and top of the AFC South right now. We'll just kind of see where things go from here.
Jimmy, you mentioned quarterback just getting pounded on Sunday. What I don't even know how to ask this. Like, is there something that can be done during the bye week to help on that offensive line? Is there something that they can work on? Is it, what can be done at this point? Is it something that maybe will take a little time, or is there a possible trade out there? What happens with this offensive line for the Titans? Because honestly, it has to be better on that left side.
Yeah, I mean, for starters, they got to get Nate Davis back. I mean, he's been one of their best linemen, and then I watched him in pregame warm-ups at Landover against the Commanders, and he was out there for probably a couple of minutes, and the decision was made that he wasn't ready to go. I mean, so they got to get him healthy. And I think if you get him healthy, I mean, that Ben Jones is your center, Nicholas Petit-Frere is going to be your left guard. Nate Davis is going to start. And the reality is, I think the starting 5 is that you saw Sunday is going to be the starting 5, the rest of the way. I mean, unless, I think Aaron Brewer, I know coaches like him. Yes, he's a little undersized. Yes. He was overpowered on some plays on Sunday, but he also made a great block on the screen play that was a touchdown. Dennis Daly, I thought, up until Sunday, had stepped in and played pretty well, but he didn't play well Sunday. I mean, he kind of got exposed a little bit by Sweat and just got blown by a couple of times. They're going to have to help those guys more. They're going to have to be better. And the hope is they settle down. I mean, they traded for Daly. I can't see. I mean, maybe the GM always surprised me, but I just can't foresee a big trade coming on. I just think the group that they've got is going to have to be better, and they're going to have to get him healthy. It's unfortunate Taylor went down, but he's not coming back, and these guys are just going to have to be better.
You got guys like David Long being able to make plays now, Jimmy. This last game, he was everywhere. Looked like the old David Long. Is that a byproduct of Tierra up front, Danico, and Big Jeff starting to come on as well?
Well, I do think that's a part of it because
Okay.
those guys have been great. I mean, I think Autry's been tremendous. We all know Jeffrey Simmons. You mentioned Ron. I mean, he's just a disruptive player week in and week out. I think Tierra Tart, as Mike Vrabel said yesterday, is one of the most improved players on the team. But I think David Long has just continued to get better, and he just has great instincts. He plays fast. He's a good tackler. He works extremely hard, and I watch him in practices, and I think this guy's one of the best players on the defense when I watch him. So the play he made on Sunday was just outstanding because he read that play so quickly and reacted so quickly and saved the game. And I can't say that I felt great about things when it was 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. And then they get the 2 stops, and then I was almost shocked, to be honest with you, when I saw David Long jump up and intercept the pass. Byard was funny. He said he heard the crowd noise and thought they'd scored. I mean, but I think part of that there were so many Titans fans at the game that I think that crowd noise you heard maybe was the Titans fans cheering.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, go back to that. The play before the interception, we've talked a lot about the call to have Tier Tart and Big Jeff drop back in coverage, and then Wentz is like, he sees it, but he's like, I'm gonna throw it anyway. But Tier Tart made a great athletic play to break that pass up.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny. I mean, you guys know he leads the team in pass breakup.
Yeah.
Pick, and he apparently has been bragging about it. Coach T was saying yesterday that he thinks probably Tier will walk in with the shirt that says, "Hey, I lead the team with 5 pass breakups." So he's proud of it. He's enjoying his moment, he's really athletic, and he's been really good. So. Yeah, I enjoy seeing Tier have success because he enjoys it himself.
Yeah, he told us his nickname is Pop Tart, which I can't get out of my head now. But a great story, as you said. I mean, didn't play high school football until his junior year because his school didn't offer it. So he transferred to another school and played, and then went to a college in New York. And you had the story. It's beautifully written, TennesseeTitans.com. People need to read this story on this guy, and he'll be one of your favorite players for sure. But the whole venture of, his brother died, and he ends up in Mississippi at junior college. He ends up in Iowa in junior college. He ends up at Florida, international, and then undrafted. And here we sit, Jim, and the guy has started 16 games in all 5 this season.
Yeah, and he's the second youngest of 11 kids, and it was funny. He just kind of talked about how that influenced him growing up. Just you had to pretty much fight for food scraps at the table, and it was a very competitive environment growing up, and all of them support one another, and he's just resilient, and it just does not give up, and he had every reason to do so. And then he arrives here as an undrafted free agent, and probably a lot of people thought he would stick, and he did. And not only is he stuck, he's emerged as one of the team's most important players on that defensive line. So he's a really likable guy too. I mean, he's just he's a guy to root for.
Love it. Thank you, Jim. Great stuff, man. TennesseeTitans.com. Read that Tier Tart story. Trust me. Thank you, brother.
You guys have a good week, and congrats. I know both Brent and Ron, you guys are diehard Vols fans, and the team has definitely has made great strides here over the last couple of years to make this game so important on Sundays. I know you guys are enjoying it. Hopefully my Commodores can do that one day.
Yeah, what about the Auburn Tigers, though? No shout-out for Dawn?
Yeah.
They're not doing quite as well.
See you, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Good luck to your daughters tonight.
Thanks, Jim.
I appreciate it.
All right, see you, buddy. At Jay Wyatt Sports. That dude is one of the best.
Yeah, man. That's my guy, man.
No question. All right, David Long Jr., man of the hour. He'll join us. He's scheduled to join us next. Let's see. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, people? Ron Slahill, man. Listen, go get your ride, go get you something to get into, and get on down to Rocky Top. You're probably looking in your driveway like, man, I ain't even got nothing to go in, man. It don't seem reliable to me. Well, if that's the case, get on down to Music City Autoplex, 2430 Gallatin Pike North. You got an uncommon problem, you need to take it to the Uncommon dealership or at MusicCityAutoplex.com. Now, you're hearing the scary things. It's spooky right now. Halloween right around the corner. You want to dive in and be like, hey, man, I ain't scared of no ghosts. I ain't scared of no bad deals. We need to get the Music City Autoplex, man. I'm telling you right now. You like it? Like it, yo?
I am scared of ghosts, but anyway.
Another conversation.
Keep moving.
Now at Music City Autoplex, they are committed to being your choice for the most inventory. Over 350 units, man. Every price, every trim that you could imagine. Late models, SUVs, cars, foreign cars, whatever you think. They got them at the price and they can't be beat. Get to the Uncommon dealership. Music City Autoplex. Go get your car.
Gina's Pizzeria in not downtown Franklin, just off of downtown Franklin on Columbia Avenue. But if you get to downtown Franklin, then you're like 3 minutes away from Gina's Pizzeria. Over there by the Target Shopping Center on Columbia Avenue. This is an awesome restaurant, man. And my good friend Steve Bledsoe and his wife Diane bought Gina's Pizzeria, and they are doing a great job with it. The food is amazing. Whether you're talking about the New York style pizza, which you can get whatever toppings you like to get on pizza, but they also have specialty pizza that maybe you haven't seen before, like the lasagna pizza, which is absolutely amazing. I've gotten 2 messages about the lasagna pizza from listeners that talk about how great that is. Also, full Italian cuisine menu, salads, pastas. The Chicago Italian beef sandwich is phenomenal. Every time I go to Chicago, you got to get the Italian beef. Now I can just go to Gina's right down the road in Franklin and get it done. So if you got kids out playing sports on the weekend, make sure you test out Gina's Pizzeria for lunch. My kids love the pizza, so we always love going there because they're good. Then my wife and I can eat, and we're all happy. They also cater, so think about that for tailgating at Gina's Pizzeria. You can check them out online, Gina'sStonefiredItalian.com. That's Gina'sStonefiredItalian.com. Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 8. Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9. Sunday, 12 to 6. They are closed on Monday, but again, order online for in-store pickup, Gina'sStonefiredItalian.com. That's Gina's Pizzeria in the Target Shopping Center on Columbia Avenue in Franklin.
It is 4 o'clock. Good afternoon from the Superbook.com Sports Desk. I'm Lucas Panzica. Roster news for the Tennessee Titans as they head into the bye week. The Minnesota Vikings have claimed safety Theo Jackson off the Titans practice squad. They pick up one Nashville native after sending another to IR as Ty Chandler sent to injured reserve for Minnesota. The Atlanta Braves drop game 1 in the NLDS series against the Philadelphia Phillies. A 7-6 final. Braves stormed back but come up just short. They will play game 2 at Truist Park on Wednesday. Titans linebacker David Long set to join 3HL in a matter of moments. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville 3HL is on the air, 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Dawn Davenport is here as well.
On fire.
She used to give a damn about her reputation until she joined 3HL.
That's
And then
accurate.
that went out the window. And then this guy, Ryan Slay.
What's up, good people?
Rocket Top. This kind got no roof. This kind got no roof. No roof.
Slay Dog, you know who
Especially
else?
this week.
Yeah.
You know who else had no roof this weekend?
Who's that,
David
y'all?
Long Jr., 11 tackles to lead the team, joins us. Not there. Joins us there. David.
There we
Hang
go.
up on
Dave,
the
what's up,
D-Long.
man? How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I guess we're good, man. I guess we need to start with that interception, man. What was your key on that play? What did you read?
Well, really, I just read the eyes of the quarterback. I think, early in the game, I was kind of, just a little aggressive. The second half, we made some adjustments. Me and my coach was talking, I was just, being patient, just letting everything come to me instead of, trying to make every play, So, it just ended up being in the right spot at the right time.
So we had Pop-Tart on last week, and he was talking about his athleticism and that interception that he had against the Colts. Did you go to him after the game and be like, hey, man, you could have picked off the play right before mine, but this is how you do it?
No, we messed around with that for sure. But no, that was a great play by him. Something that, he looked like a little DB back there, a little limber.
So we've heard that he's very proud about how he leads the team in pass breakups. Is that accurate?
Oh no, he that's for sure. He gonna remind you every day out there. He gonna remind you. Yeah, man. Just leading the team.
Just out there doing
Just
his
a
thing.
normal day.
So when
Big guy.
you get the play call on, like, what was it, 2nd and goal or whatever, and the play call is for Big Jeff and T.R. Tart to drop back in coverage, like, does that make you shake your head, or are you like, all right, let's go?
That wasn't designed like that. That just, everybody here heard something different, so it just ended up happening like that. But I'm glad it did, man. They made it the play stay alive for another down, So
That's what you got to do, man. You got to be able to move on instincts, man. That instincts kicked in and said, drop. So, hey, man, you got to give him a little credit. Give him a little credit.
Hey, how much fun do you have as a linebacker running behind those dudes up front that are causing so much damage and keeping offensive linemen off you?
I have a lot of fun, man. We a close-knit group, and, they made, just like Tart reminds me about the pass deflected, he also reminds me about, him taking up 2, Jeff taking up 2, me getting down here and getting the double teams off. But it's all a group effort. It start with the guys up front. So as long as they're doing their job, the defense gets rolling. So I tell them every time to start the drive. I'm like, it start with y'all up front. So y'all do y'all thing, and we'll handle the rest.
It seems like watching you guys over the last several years since you've been there. Anyway, the Titans have had so much success in, like, 3rd and 4th and short, 3rd and 4th and goal. What is the key to that for y'all?
I just think, it's about the mentality. I think, just these keys and, the culture that, that we walk around with, everybody, is on the same page, when it gets to that point. That's why when the penalty happened and it brought us, closer to the goal line, I'm looking at the squad when we get in the huddle. I'm actually laughing at them. I'm like, this is not about to. We're not about to leave here without a win. It's not going down like that. So we relax. Somebody make a play. It just ended up being me. It just happened like that.
So the
and,
last. Go ahead.
That takes it a long way as far as not panicking in those situations. Just get back to our keys. Just knowing the guy right beside you. Got your back. So
there was a lot of talk in the offseason about you guys not only getting to the quarterback, but getting the ball out. So the last 2 weeks, there have been 5 fumbles by the quarterbacks. You guys are closing the deal and getting in there.
Okay, I'm sorry. It started to break up. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. I was just talking about the forced fumbles on from the quarterbacks the last couple of weeks. I know that was kind of a key talking point in the offseason.
Yeah, it was. That was an emphasis for us as well. We also wanted to get, the ball out more, tips, just punching at the ball.
Yeah.
We instill that every week, just to keep punching at the ball, and good things will happen.
So Ron Slay over here is a big Matt Ryan fan and now a big Carson Wentz fan, and he's got.
Yeah.
I'm being very sarcastic. So, you guys have made him look good. What do you call those guys? Nathaniel?
Yeah, they Nathaniels. You know what I mean? Nathaniel stems from that stems from Nathan, and Nathan stems from the original word of nothing. You ain't nothing. Yeah, that's what they just keep coming out there being Nathaniel, and I appreciate them doing that. Y'all helping it. We need them to live up to their name. But outside of that, D-Long, man, check this out. We got we got something around here called the Boom Boom Room, man. And we
Hold on, have you heard of it?
Nah, I ain't heard of the Boom Boom Room. What's that?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, see, the Boom Boom Room, man, you go in there, man, and I lock the door behind you. It's only one way to get out. You know what I mean? I got the key. And if you tell the whole truth, man, to the best of your ability, I let you out the Boom Boom Room. Series of questions. We just kick back, just having a good time. You willing to do that?
Yeah, it sounds like the plan.
All right, there it is then. All right, let's put him in the Boom Boom Room, BB.
Ah, yes. One man on his way into the Boom Boom Room.
Doors locked.
All right, David Long Jr. has entered the Boom Boom Room. Check it out, man. It's brought to you by Low T Center. David, tell me this first, man. I need the nickname. What's your nickname when you're in the Boom Boom Room? Because I can't just be saying David Long Jr. Because we kick back. This ain't got nothing to do with no football.
Yeah, Day-Day. Call me Day-Day, man.
There it is, man. Day-Day in the Boom Boom Room. All right, check us out, Day-Day, man. I need to know. It's a lot of people around here that give a lot of flack, man, to Cincinnati, man, for the Skyline Chili, man. But give the people something here in the mid-state, man, why the Skyline Chili is really good, man, and it ain't spaghetti.
Nah, it ain't spaghetti for sure. It's an argument in the city about Gold Star and Skyline, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Skyline fan. I grew up off that, the conies, the three-way, the crackers, the hot sauce, man. Some people come in and say they like it, some don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's the ones you got to look at it twice. The ones that don't like it.
All right.
I was going to say
you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them.
Skyline Chili is Nathaniel.
Yeah, it's Nathaniel. No, see, don't do them like that. I'll be real. I like it, man. You know what I mean? I venture up there a lot, man, in Cincinnati, man, so I like it. I'm going to give y'all props on that. Now, here go my next thing. Here go my next thing. You got one pick. Flaming Hot Cheetos or the barbecue Grippos? What you rolling with?
Grippos. I'm going Grippos. You know that.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
Man, don't worry. I'm gonna order something for us, y'all. Don't trip. I'm
Man, get them a bag. They need to try them.
I'm telling you, can't eat. Have you ever been able to open a bag and not finish the bag, D?
Not at all.
I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell them it's cold-blooded. All right, now listen. All right, you got old school or new school? You pulling out a ride, and you got to get fresh from head to toe. What you pulling out? Old school car or new school whip?
I'm gonna go new school.
Okay. What type?
Either a Benz or like a color, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can dig it. I can dig it. All right, here we go. Where we are today, you've been down here in Tennessee for a minute, man. I'm drawing the line, man. I'm making people choose sides, man. It's a big game. I'm Vols all day, man. It is what it is. You got the opportunity. Who you rolling with this weekend, man? You got the Vols or you got your partner, man. You got your partner that lines up across from you, D-Hen. You know what I mean? You want to roll with them in Alabama or you rolling with the Vols? What you going to do? Don't pause too long, Day-Day. Don't do me like this now.
Respect to Tennessee, they doing their thing. I'm gonna go with Bama though.
Okay. I'm putting you down. I got you on the list, Day-Day. Don't even trip.
Did he answer that well enough to get out of the Boom Boom Room?
Cause he got a little OG status in the Boom Boom Room, so I'm gonna let him slide on this one right here. You know what I mean? That's cool because he being honest. You got to tell the truth here. Got to be honest. Last one, man. Going forward, where we are today in sports, as far as it being with college kids, we having a conversation early off the air. What's your thoughts on the transfer portal and where kids go? You know what I mean, as far as the commitment, as far as being loyal to a school, or like, what's your thoughts on the transfer portal?
I'm gonna say I like it. You know,
Okay.
I'm gonna say because I've been in it and I've seen players not fit into that the culture or the coach. It's a lot of things that go into fitting in the right school. So give players more opportunities to be great. So I'm all for it.
I love it. Anytime you're playing against an opponent, do you have little games that you play? You being the quarterback of the defense and maybe seeing a Nathaniel over there at the quarterback. You ever play games with him to be like, I know, I just got to sit back and be patient, man, and I know he's gonna be a Nathaniel and just give me something.
Oh no, for sure, I do it. I definitely sit back and be patient. But sometimes, like I explained, I get a little aggressive. But when you get patient, you get rewarded. Like the game winner one.
So
well, it's interesting that you say that because I was wondering on that out route that you flared out and you almost had the interception. I was wondering if you were trying to bait that throw.
It's the coach. Yeah. I was trying to bait him.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to bait him.
You almost got him.
That's how you get plays. I almost got him. That's Matty Ice, man. I tried to get him one. It's cool. They come back.
Don't worry. It's coming. It's coming. Don't you worry.
I have a question. I'm popping in the boom boom.
Get on there, Babsy.
Okay.
Yeah, you talk about your aggressive nature. Like I know your dad was a former professional boxer. Does that come from that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I would say it does. I wouldn't put it solely on that. Because I grew up with two big brothers. So that was I would say that put more of an emphasis on the aggressiveness, So I was the only little brother, So any type of time they felt like playing around, they knew who to come to play with me. Even if I ain't feel like it, they knew to come mess with me.
I love it.
I love
it.
himself.
Hey, last one, man. I'm gonna let you out the boom boom room. Backyard brawl, more hate in that, or the Colts rivalry between the Titans, more hate in it?
I'm gonna say the Colts.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the Colts, and that's only because I didn't get to play.
Get to play,
bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish I would have, but the Colts is a strong favorite.
Man, Day, man, put your helmet back on. You out the boom boom room, man. We love it, man. There you go.
We out of there.
Well, looks like you did good in the boom boom room.
Made it up.
There he is, David Long Jr. Hey, Dave, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, see you.
Enjoy your
No
bye
doubt,
week.
baby. Yeah.
Day.
Day, man. See, we got.
I like Day Day.
Yeah.
Day Day just like rolls off the.
Yeah.
His Twitter
You gotta be
profile says
established, man.
day times 2.
See,
There you go.
Day.
Which I know.
Simple. You just got to read through it,
Listen, man. You learn things on 3HL.
I got them written down too, though.
You keeping a nickname list on your whiteboard?
No, I'm keeping a Who Picked Bama list.
Oh.
Much
You
respect to Day Day.
You gonna send out cards?
Oh, ask Rashad Weaver. He knows about it. Nice dinner coming from him. Right there in the spring.
That is right.
Can't
All
wait.
right.
What up, Weave?
Big weavy. All right, when we come back, we'll talk college football. Chris Lowe joins us from ESPN.com. That's next on 3HL. Your chance to win Tennessee, Alabama tickets coming up today. Stay tuned. Your flooring experts, Buddy Allen Carpet One. Check them out in Donaldson, 2405 Lebanon Pike. That is where the state-of-the-art showroom is, locally owned and operated by the Allen family. For more than 55 years, Zach, Jenna, and Judson Allen, they are in the store every day. I've known those guys a long time. They're awesome people. And they will be there with you every step of the way through your flooring project process. And that doesn't stop with the installation as it does at big box stores. They turn you over to a 1-800 number. Not going to happen at Buddy Allen Carpet One. They will handle every bit of the process, including the installation. 2405 Lebanon Pike in Donaldson, 615-883-3289. BuddyAllenCarpet1.com. Dawn.
Did you know that about 80% of new home buyers don't even shop around for the best mortgage rate? That is a big mistake, and my friends at Loan Pronto can help you out because not all mortgages are created equal, and those that use Loan Pronto save on average about $3,500 just in closing costs. So here's the deal about Loan Pronto if you didn't know. It was started by a guy who said it needs to be easier, that there has to be a better way. Roger Moore, the owner and founder of Loan Pronto, didn't want people to be buried in paperwork, wanted more of a quicker process. So he simplified it. And the best part, the ability to get you a low rate, the lowest rates. All of it electronic, digital, no extra fees built in, and their rates are super competitive. LoanPronto.com. Go check them out. That's what I did. And everything I tell you about them is true and accurate. So call Loan Pronto now. Let them help you. 615-499-5780. LoanPronto.com if you want more information. 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval. Not all loans apply.
3-8 1045 The Zone. Braves go down. Mariners up on Houston 6-3 in the 5th inning. Best of 5 series. I wish these series were best of 7.
Yeah, me too.
As a Braves fan,
Yes.
I'm with you. They'll be all right.
What?
Braves. They'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. Be straight.
They did get it to 7-6, though, in the 9th.
Hey, that was good. Coach Mack is leaving the building.
Coach Mack and Doug Matthews. Those are.
And Coach Doug.
You want to talk about storytellers.
Doug Matthews.
You don't leave that room. Brett Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, and Chris Lowe, another good storyteller, joins us now to talk some college football. CeeLo, what's up?
What's up, guys? Slay's got a shorter trip this weekend, doesn't he?
You better know it.
Well, he survived Baton Rouge. That's good.
That's right. Went down and conquered Baton Rouge.
Where'd you eat, Slay? Did you go to Acme Oyster House?
I did. I ate at all the tailgates. I didn't get an opportunity to go to any restaurants. I got there at midnight and was back out at 10:40. I was back in my truck in Nashville at 10:40.
Those sound like the same kind of hours. Those seem kind of like the same kind of hours you kept when you were playing hoops in Tennessee.
About right.
By the way, let's start. Let's start with this because this news just came down. Kansas quarterback Jalapeno Daniels expected to miss the rest of the season with a grade 3 separation of his right shoulder. That's tough. The backup guy, what was his name? Anyway, he played well, but man, Jalapeno Daniels is a really talented guy.
Yeah, that stinks for Kansas. What a great story they've been. Lance Leipold coming in there and just completely resuscitating that program and to get into the top 20 and lose your quarterback. It's been a hard year, guys, on quarterbacks, period.
Yeah.
When you think about it. And I don't know if there's a trend there. Guys are running more. That's a big part of football now is quarterbacks being able to get outside the pocket and make plays. And we've seen knees, we've seen shoulders. Bryce Young banged up. You mentioned the kid from Kansas, Will Levis, still iffy this week against Mississippi State. Even Hooker, Hooker, a real champ. He hurt his shoulder against Florida. Now, the good thing for him is he had that week off before LSU. But we've seen several quarterbacks around the country get banged up to this point, and that's why more than ever it's going to be hard to keep two really good quarterbacks with the transfer portal and NIL opportunities. And think back to when Bama had Jalen Hurts and they had Tua Tagovailoa. I don't think that would ever happen now.
Right.
In this era of football, when you keep two guys of that stature on one team.
Back to that Tennessee LSU game. So I finally found some clarity on Friday while we were doing the show. And ultimately, like, you could break down position against position and all these things. But I came to the realization that LSU simply couldn't score 30 points. And so that's why I went Tennessee and felt really good about it. This Tennessee offense is playing at such a level. When they score 40 at LSU, you think about some drives and some throws that they left on the field. Isn't that crazy?
Well, I was with you, Brian. I didn't think that LSU had a chance to score. I didn't think they'd score 20, 22, 24, 25 points. They're really bad up front offensively. LSU is young, just not very good, and I knew Tennessee would take advantage of that. And I'm with you on the Vols offense. They just score so quickly. They're so efficient. Hendon Hooker really looks like a guy that's out there playing. You remember when you used to watch, like, older kids on the playground and they're playing with younger kids and they throw a toy with him and they were playing at a different speed, a different level? That's what Hooker looks like right now, the way he's playing against everybody's defense. Now, the big boys come to town on Saturday.
That's right.
In town, but he just looks like he's a step ahead everybody they played to this point. He's made all the right decisions. He throws the deep ball better than he's ever been given credit for. He makes the right reads. He knows when to run. And, it never looks – I don't know about you guys. It just never looks too hard for him. It looks like he's always gliding. He's just always sort of in control. And, he's played a lot of football. There's a lot of confidence there. And not only his confidence, but the confidence – again, the thing that jumps – when I was there for the Florida game that was obvious and watching that game Saturday just jumped through the screen is how confident the guys are around him.
Yeah.
And when you have that at the quarterback position, you've got something pretty special.
You look at a guy like Brew McCoy, you think he's the one, or Hyatt, who capitalized most off of a guy like Tillman being gone these last couple of games?
Well, McCoy has certainly come on and run, and I think Wyatt too. And even you go back a few games ago, you've had a bunch of guys get involved. Yeah. And I think that's the sign, again, of what I was trying to say is all these guys are involved because they know if they get open and they run crisp routes and they get off the line of scrimmage, the hooker's going to get them the football. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are, how many catches you've had the last couple of games. If you do what you're supposed to do and you're open, he's going to spread the ball around. And that's sort of what you've seen to this point. And, again, they go so fast. The defense is always on their heels, and they run the ball. Tennessee runs the ball well enough that you've got to honor that as well as his ability to run the football. This is probably – I don't remember a more explosive Tennessee offense than this. You have to go back to some of those offenses in the 90s. I think, they were good when Dobbs was there. But those offenses in the 90s when they had all those great receivers, you had that run of Travis Henry and Jamal Lewis and that crowd. Now, I'm not saying that they've got that kind of first-round talent on this offense, but the way they're operating right now is as well as they played offense at Tennessee in a long time. I will say this, though. I think we're going to find out a lot more about Tennessee offense against Alabama and Georgia. I don't know how good LSU is on defense. I don't know how good Pittsburgh is on defense. I don't know how good Florida is on defense. I think they're solid, but I don't think they're to the level that Georgia or Alabama will be, which, again, makes this game Saturday so entertaining. And I think it's everybody around college football is anticipating this game to see what an offense as dynamic as Tennessee's can do against a defense like Alabama has, and the kind of edge pressure they get on you with Dallas Turner and Will Anderson.
CeeLo, what kind of situation you think Byron Young is playing his way into?
Well, I think all those guys up front play defense. I mean, that's to me has been the unsung story of this team is what Rodney Garner, and I'm not surprised at all.
Right.
I mean, I've known Rodney Garner for 25 plus years, and there was a time there when everybody talked about Rodney being, a great recruiter and a guy that connected and related well, could get guys on campus, and he does all that. But listen, over and above all that, Rodney Garner is as good a defensive line coach as there is in America, and has been for a long time. I mean, you go ask guys like Derek Brown, who played Auburn, what they think of Rodney Garner and what he did for their career. He's done that over and over again. He did it at Georgia. Look at all those cats that counted Georgia, Richard Seymour and all that crowd. And he's doing it again at Tennessee. And you mentioned Byron Young. You've seen guys raise their level of play.
Yeah.
Every game, every week, from last year to this year, now every week this season. And I attribute a lot of that to Rodney and what he gets out of his players. He didn't take any BS. I mean, you know exactly where you stand with him. And if you don't do exactly what he teaches you to do and you don't play at the level that he expects you to play, well, you're not going to play. And I think just sort of segueing off that, Slay, is defensively Tennessee has played more people this year. Josh Heupel told me in the offseason that was going to be a big goal, to play more on defense, to try to create more depth. You've seen them do that. And as a result, they played better and not had some of the lapses on defense as they did last year.
Yeah.
Chris Lowe with us from ESPN.com at CeeLo ESPN. Chris, 6 games this weekend where ranked teams play each other. You mentioned, obviously, we've talked about Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi State, and Kentucky. Mississippi State actually a 7-point favorite at Kentucky. I think that tells you something about Will Levis. But then you've got Penn State at Michigan, Kansas. Oklahoma's not ranked. Forget that one. NC State at Syracuse, USC at Utah. Is there another game out there, maybe outside the conference, that's got your interest piqued a little bit?
Well, inside, I would say State and Kentucky, because I think this is a big game for State to really set itself up for a big season. I think Penn State and Michigan.
Yeah.
I saw Penn State live at Auburn in week 3, and they completely dominated that football game in the second half. The Singleton kid at running back is the real deal. But this will be a game. Penn State has not been what I would call dynamic since then. Michigan really sort of feasted on a really easy non-conference schedule. So I think for both teams, you find out a little bit more about if either one of these teams are a real threat to Ohio State in the Big Ten. I think this game sort of answers that. So this is one, outside the SEC that I look forward to. Because, Michigan, you go back to last year, going into last year. Remember, during the COVID year, Michigan really looked like they went belly up, and you sort of wonder, all right, where is this program? Now, the COVID year was hard for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And they come back last year and make their first playoff appearance ever. And now here they are unbeaten to start this season. So maybe this is the start of that kind of run under Harbaugh that all those Michigan fans have been waiting on.
Auburn at number 9, Ole Miss. Ole Miss a 14.5-point favorite. Vanderbilt at number 1, Georgia, 38-point spread in that one.
Lord have mercy.
Look, Vanderbilt looks better. They still don't have the depth. So when Ole Miss, with a record-setting performance by Mingo, was able to kind of snap their fingers, they ran away from Vanderbilt. Arkansas, the weird one at BYU, and then LSU at Florida. Any of those four kind of get you going this weekend?
Well, I'll start with Vanderbilt. If you put Vanderbilt's tape on and just had them all wearing white jerseys, white pants, no emblem from last year, and you did the same thing for this year, and you didn't know, you just had sort of football people watching those two tapes, and you had no idea who the teams were. The team that's been on the field this year under Clark Lee is significantly better than they were last year in all areas. They're playing better. They're more competitive. I think you see them playing much more together with more confidence. And granted, they still lost some games lopsided, but they have competed, and they've been close, and they've had chances, until the lack of depth and probably the gap in talent when you're playing a team, in the upper tier of the SEC starts to show up in the second half. But I think, nobody in the SEC is in the moral victories. But when you look at how much better they have competed this year, I'm talking about Vandy, it's night and day from where they were last year. So I think that's where I would start. I still think going back to that Mississippi State-Kentucky game, that's a game, if Kentucky's going to sort of pull it back in and be a 9-win or better football team, they got to win this one. If they don't, you might be looking at a 75 type season for the Cats.
Looks like KJ Jefferson's going to be able to go. Weird point of the season to go play at BYU.
Yeah, I guarantee you Sam Pittman's trying to figure out who scheduled this game.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever did, they won't be getting a Christmas gift from them. You're in the SEC. Think about this. You're in the SEC. You're in the West. And you got an knockouts with Bama and LSU and Ole Miss and Mississippi State, all those Cats. And you also, by the way, opened the season against the Cincinnati team that hasn't lost since. It was in the playoffs last year. And you got to go in the middle of the season, out to Provo to play BYU. I mean, I don't know that I've seen a worse schedule for an SEC team in a long time. I mean, it's just – it would be one thing if you were going to play – this never happens, but if you're going to play a Michigan or, a Texas, a marquee team, but you got to go to BYU, which most fans in the SEC say, well, it's BYU, but you should win, and you got to do it sandwiched around the SEC. So it's just a really, really tough assignment for Sam Pittman and the Hogs. They're banged up, too. We're talking about quarterbacks. Jefferson's one. I'm glad you mentioned him. Another one that's been banged up. This is one coming off this game, win or lose. It makes for a really difficult second half of the season for the Hogs.
Chris Lowe at CLowe ESPN on Twitter. Always appreciate the visits, Chris. It's going to be a fun weekend.
I look forward to it, Slay.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to see you on the police blotter this weekend.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell him I know Lowe and the Wizard, baby. They on the way to get me.
What if Slay and Tony Vitello got just thrown in jail at the same time?
I was just getting ready to say we got to keep Slay and Vitello away from each other.
Yeah, 100% there.
Can you imagine that party in the holding tank though?
Oh my gosh, people be wanting to get arrested to be with you guys.
Holding tank ain't got no room.
We going to the party. Where's the party? In the holding tank.
Hey, we might even bring JG back. Slay. You, Jerry Green, and Vitello.
Drinks all around, baby.
Oh,
Stop the buzz.
Ron Slay.
See you, Chris.
All right, Lord.
615-737-1045. X in Lebanon. Next up on 3HL. X, what's up?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's happening, X?
All right, look, I got two things. Number one, Don, how come every time it's something good about Tennessee, you always got to be buzzed? Like earlier, I'm at work. I'm enjoying the show. The mayor talking about the 98 balls. I'm like, oh, yeah, hell yeah, we finna shake shit. Here comes Don. But what about 26? We ain't worried about that. like Slay said, you was talking yourself out of misery. It's okay though. But,
I'm just keeping it real, X.
That's what negative people say. That's what negative people say.
60 seconds. Well, look, Slay, the reason these Alabama fans ain't calling because the last 3 years we done had them on the edge of their seat. If everybody don't remember. Only reason we ain't won is because our offense. Now this year, oh man, don't worry about that. They better hope I ain't calling number 5. Because hey, listen, if y'all see somebody in the middle of the field and all orange body but a black dude, y'all know who it is.
See you, bro.
No doubt, X, baby. Shoot, I think I'm gonna join you. It's going down. It's different, man. It's different.
I keep getting these messages when you ask where the Alabama fan, why are they not talking smack, blah, blah, blah. The Alabama fans that I'm friends with are nervous about this game, and they have been for a while, not just this week, which is weird to me. But anyway, I keep getting this message, y'all. Hey, we're Alabama. We don't talk until after the game. I'm like, well, what fun is that?
Don't nobody want to hear that. See, and this is why I
wait. Because then if you get beat, you don't say nothing?
Yo, that's why I'm giving an ultimatum. I'm not listening to anything in hindsight. If you didn't call and let me hear you this week before the game, don't call on Monday. I don't want, listen, you might well be talking to the air because I'm not listening. I'm going to take my headphones off. I'm not listening. You ain't talking about nothing. Give it to me now if you really feel that confident in your team.
If you wait till Monday, you're a Nathaniel?
Oh, what? Every bit of it. You right there from the family tree. Yeah. No. Bring it now so I can hear from you. Even if you are, like Babsy said, if you feel a little uneasy about it, express that. Because I'll respect that more come Monday than, man, I told you what we go. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I gave you the floor. You ain't told us anything.
You know where I am with this on Tuesday?
Well, yeah, you are.
I'll tell you when we come back. 615-737-1045.
The eye test, Buck. Come on. Always got to give him a hard time. Hey, if you are getting ready to tailgate, maybe you have a big game this weekend, perhaps there is one in this state. Well, maybe you need some cocktails and you need a very nice canned cocktail that's dedicated solely to spice. That would be Kickstand Cocktails. That's where you need to go. Easy to pack in your cooler or your tailgate and really, really good too. Here's the deal. Kickstand is only 105 calories. No added sugars, just 3 grams of carbs, and they are crushable because they have zero aftertaste. They've got a bunch of different flavors now. My favorite, roasted jalapeno cucumber. Nice, refreshing introduction to spice. It's not too spicy. It's a mellow heat from jalapeno. I sound crazy, I know. But it's cut perfectly with the fresh taste of cucumber. It's got subtle hints of white grape and just the perfect amount of spice. And like I said, zero aftertaste. You try it, trust me, you'll buy it. Torch Peach Chipotle, a lot of people love that one. That is crafted for somebody who maybe likes a little more heat in their canned cocktail. But like I said, perfect for tailgating season, perfect for this weekend. Go swing by somewhere and pick you up some Kickstand Cocktails. Kickstand, real spirits, crushable spice.
Yeah, good people. What's happening, man? HomeLoanExpert.com. Ryan Kelly and the HomeLoanExpert.com. They're giving you a little bit of everything and giving you some game on the reverse mortgage talking. This is what you got going on. What is a reverse mortgage? That's a question you may ask. A reverse mortgage is a loan against the equity you have in your home. There go one answer. Who is a reverse mortgage for? Homeowners age 62 and older who have at least 50% equity in their home. That's who it's for. People who want to stay in their homes and not to sell to access their equity. That's what it's for. Why should you do a reverse mortgage? Next question. No loan payments. Get the money you need to supplement your income or take the vacation of your dreams. You spent all these years paying your mortgage, man. Now it's time to put your equity to work. Put it to work for you, man. You won't be kicked out of your house. The reverse mortgage doesn't have to be paid off until you move out or sell your home. How simple is that, man? Ryan Kelly and the HomeLoanExpert.com.
3HL 1045 The Zone. What up? Brett Dorton on Davenport. Ron Slay.
VIP.
Kansas City comes from 17 down to beat the Raiders. 30-29. There were some interesting decisions that were being debated all over social media last night. Number one, the Chiefs going for 2, up by 8. No, up by 7 to get the 2-score lead. I actually kind of like that.
I was cool with that.
Yeah. But then the Raiders down 1 instead of tying the game with an extra point, go for 2 in the lead. Either way, you're going to need a field goal.
That was,
I think, because Kansas City's going to score again.
That had to be the silly.
But ultimately, they didn't. So, man, maybe what the hell do I know?
That was silly.
What does the book say?
See, and that's the
problem.
problem.
Book said go for 2. The analytics guys say go for 2 there, which I don't understand. If you have a chance to tie the game, right?
Yep. Especially, man, you own the road. It'll be if that was the last play of the game, that's different.
Yes.
Yeah, like go play D, man. Get your team the ball back.
I will say I had a fascinating conversation with Tim Lester, who is Western Michigan's head football coach. He is loves the analytics, right? And it's like this entire program that gives you like a book for every single game. It gives you every scenario and then it's like you definitely go for it on 4th down here, or you definitely kick the field goal, or it's every single scenario that you could imagine.
Right.
And it's fascinating. But it goes back. I mean, the analytics and what they pull from goes back decades and decades of showing you what is successful and what you should or need to do in order to win the game. Right. So, I'm watching Western Michigan and they're going for it on their side of the field on 4th down, but the analytics say when the score is this and it's down in distance this, you go for it. I think, you question it.
I think opponent
that's
matters too.
Yeah.
Because you're starting to see this.
But that plays it into it.
Right. You're starting to see this in Tennessee games, which we talked about yesterday. You're starting to see opposing coaches feel the pressure to score touchdowns and not have empty possessions, so they're starting to go for 4th downs a lot more.
Yep.
I think against Tennessee than maybe they normally would. Like Florida was going for 4th downs on their side of the field because they had to score. I mean, you just do.
Well, and you're also facing a defense that isn't like the most dominant in the country either.
Though they are better.
They are better.
Number 5 in the SEC in points allowed.
Right, but they're not 1. I mean.
But they're not 14 or whatever the hell they were.
Right.
He stops, man.
It is interesting. But
the
yesterday,
analytics part of it is very interesting, and especially when you're going against an offense that scores so fast as well.
I'm not walking away from points. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I took a flyer on him yesterday with down 14-0. I went Chiefs money line just for giggles. Worked out.
Yeah,
Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, 7 receptions, 25 yards, just 25 yards on 7 catches, 4 touchdowns.
I love it.
That's efficiency right there.
That's it right there. That's a red zone.
What do the analytics say about that?
Yeah, exactly. Not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And then Devontae Adams pushed a guy.
Yeah. So
he pushed him hard too.
Yeah.
And he apologized at his locker after the game, but it was kind of a weird apology in that, like, he said, well, the guy ran in front of him, jumped in front of him, and, we just kind of bumped. And I'm like, okay.
Like a fake apology?
Yeah, I don't know.
See,
I'm sorry that you were offended. In other words, I'm really not sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry that you.
My whole thing is, man, you got to be aware. Like, and I know for a fact with being out there at Titans practice in the preseason, dude, Vrabel kept on saying, "Hey, y'all make sure y'all get back. It comes at you fast. Like, the ball coming this way, and these players, like, they moving faster than you really think they are. Make sure everybody is back on the sideline for the people that could be on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, man, a loss just happened. Why are you scurrying across in front of this man when you see him walking through the tunnel? Do you got to get over there to that side of the tunnel that fast? And is it that important to not let him go on and go by? Because me watching it as an athlete, I saw it. I honestly said, man, I'm going to be real. If that man would have walked in front of me like that too, I probably would have pushed him too. Like, come on, dog. What are you doing?
See,
we just lost, first of all.
Him walking in front of him was new to me. Like, based on the video, I just thought he was just standing there.
No.
Right. Like, so I haven't seen another video where he, like, ran in front of him or whatever.
The one I saw, he was trying to run across to get on the other side of that little tunnel he was about to walk into.
Oh, okay.
And it was, and Devontae was already walking.
Yeah.
But like,
I didn't see that either.
You don't get
You
in
still
front
can't
of
do
nobody
that,
like
though.
that.
I mean, he's going to get suspended and fined, which affects his team.
And he should get fined for being out there on the field playing around like that. Like, get out the way, dog.
Boom, get out the way. That guy filed suit, too.
I would expect him to. That's why, and you know what? And that's why, man, because we need to protect players. If that's what we're doing, from concussions and all that, and we'll get to the quarterback sack, that's, I don't know what's going on with that.
I forgot about the quarterback sack.
No. We talked about the officiating yesterday, but around
They're
the
not
league.
protecting players. They're protecting quarterbacks.
Right. But let's
They're
protect
protecting
players. Yeah.
the biggest investments and the biggest win or loss tool in the league.
Quit stunting and fronting and say what it is. You need all this. This is entertainment. That's why you got all that. Man, the cameraman don't need to be right there, man. After the game, the whistle blow, man, meet him in the locker room. When does the locker room open? What, 15 minutes after the coaches talk or whatever it is? Let them go in there and do it then. Why this man is about to walk in the tunnel? Why are you right there? Running across. Like, I don't get that, man.
I got you.
I don't get that. Not when you just lost.
Based on what just happened, too, Devontae Adams got run over by his own guy.
You know what I mean? He just slammed his helmet down.
Yeah.
He was pissed. Like, come on, dog. No.
I get what you're saying, but, man, you can't do it, though. I mean, it just...
That's why I'm saying protect the players. Get them people off the field. Get them off the field.
615-737-1045.
And I know you ain't agree. I know you ain't agree. I know you're not supposed
I think
to.
you're absolutely wrong. You just said
absolutely
it's
wrong.
entertainment in a previous comment. Oh yeah, it's entertainment. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's entertainment. That's why camera guy's there.
You got to protect the player though. What's the asset? The player, right? So you're gonna let them. So I just missed a winning basket, right? Correct?
Yeah.
I just missed a winning basket. Now I'm about to walk in the tunnel. I'm this close, like literally this close from the microphone to the tunnel, and a guy scurries across in front of me. Like, what are you doing? Like, what? I'm pissed.
Yeah, but
man, move out my way, man.
To be fair, though, like,
I'm wrong.
Like,
Tough Shiano.
Everybody in the situation is a
comes with it.
Everybody in the situation is a professional, and I don't know what his
I don't
job
like that.
responsibility was at that moment. Like I don't
like it.
I don't know if he was trying to get to the sideline to take pictures of Andy Reid, or I don't know. I don't know.
But he was going in the tunnel. On the sideline, that's a totally different thing. It's free game. This man going in the tunnel.
I need to see whatever angle you were talking about.
Yeah.
You need to send that to me because I 1,000,000% disagree with you.
Mm-mm.
Now, the difference here is, you were an athlete that probably had a camera in your face when you didn't want it.
But I'm cool with it as long as it's dealing with the game. This man is walking
the
in the tunnel.
emotions and the reactions afterwards are a part of the game.
That's
it's
a part of the
part of all of it.
Not scurrying across in front of me, Babs.
Scurrying.
Well, because he's going to try and get something else.
Yeah, do that back there.
Or trying to get that
Go behind
angle
me.
because
Go
there's
behind
somebody
me.
else in front of him.
Leave me alone, people. Leave me alone. I got something for you when we get in the locker room, because guess what? I got to answer all questions. I can't scurry out of there.
Yeah, and guess what? After 15 minutes, you don't get the same raw emotion.
Yeah, but
it has nothing to do with poking the bear. It's telling the story. It's showing the story.
Yeah, but that guy
it's for the
wasn't-
people that weren't there to be able to do that.
That guy wasn't an interview person.
It was a picture
I'm not
taker.
talking about
Picture taker. Yeah.
I'm not talking about
that.
an interview person. I'm talking about
But that's what I'm saying.
showing it.
Like, part of his job, I think, was probably to do post-game pictures, and he was trying to get
so
somewhere.
he was
I don't know.
probably trying to get some.
I don't
wrong.
know. You thought he was going to the tunnel. I didn't see that. I thought he was trying to get
like I said,
across
I
the
didn't
tunnel.
I ain't saying the photographer's going in the tunnel. I'm saying
Devontae Adams.
Devontae was
walking
walking in
into
the
the tunnel,
tunnel.
and he ran across.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I was saying.
All right. Happy hour coming up next.
Let me go find it.
615-737-1045. Lines are loaded. Your chance to win Tennessee, Alabama tickets coming up in the next hour. Stay tuned.
Still, I got wings. 3961 Nolensville Pike is the location. 123 Ewing Drive is the second location. You know what today is. It is Tuesday. Discount Tuesday. Wing Tuesday. This is when you roll off in there to Plaza Mariachi or the other location at 123 Ewing Drive at Strikeout Wings, and you get 69-cent wings, man. Take advantage. Don't go in there asking for no all flats either. Just take the wing you get. You're already getting them at a discount, man. But it's the home of Sweet and Sassy. You know you can go in there and get the Ron Slay. I went in there last night and got me some on Smoked Out Monday. So I think you should go do the same thing. I had the Cajun Ranch fries with the cheese melted on top. Phenomenal. Also, I tried a new flavor, man. The lemon pepper mixed with the Cajun. Goodness gracious. That is different. I'm talking about so good. And I'm a sauce guy. This was the dry rub on it. But that's neither here nor there. It's the home of Sweet and Sassy, man. You get on there, get what you can get, and get on out of there. It's that simple. Don't forget about the lunch combo specials, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day except today. $8.99 lunch special, man. You don't want to miss that. Get in there. Live DJs on Saturdays, too. It's still like out wings. Let's get to the money, people. How you going to get it? You got to book it. That's what you got to do. How you going to book it? You're going to book it with Superbook Sports. Get in your phone right now. Big games going on. You got the NFL game on Thursday. Hey, man, who wants to bet on the Nathaniel? Maybe you. I've been winning off Nathaniel, so thank you, Nathaniels. But you get on there till you download your app, Superbook Sports app, or visit superbook.com and start placing your bets right now. Put Vegas right there in the palm of your hands. You can do it. I do it all the time. You can ride with the parsley if you want to. Big time game going on up in Knoxville. A lot of good games going around all the country. Going on all around the country. So you should take part in it. They're also offering up a $1,000 bonus when you sign up, deposit, and wager in the same day. Don't you want to get some of that? Don't you want to? Get in action right now, man, with Superbook Sports. Visit superbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling problem, call 1-800-889-9789. Book it.
It is 5:04. Good afternoon from the Superbook.com Sports Desk. I'm Lucas Panzico. Quick roster move for the Titans, or should I say for the Minnesota Vikings, who have signed safety Theo Jackson off the Titans practice squad, replacing one Nashville native with another. The move is made after sending running back Ty Chandler to injured reserve. The Atlanta Braves playoff run starting off with a 7-6 loss to the Phillies. They'll be back at it for Game 2 in Atlanta on Wednesday. That'll be a 3:35 first pitch. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once in your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Rolling through a Tuesday afternoon in the Music City. Appreciate you being with us. Brent Doherty with you. Brett Batchelor, happy birthday. Producing today for Joe Hunt.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What are you, 47?
No. 26.
See,
No.
Why you got to answer like that? No! Who in the hell would be 47?
What's wrong with 47?
I don't mean it like that.
Yeah. I heard Don Davenport's voice. Look at her.
Hey!
Hey, Slade, look at this. Look at this fine woman over here with the sun shining on her golden locks.
Hey, man.
Do
Looking
I look very
angelic.
angelic?
Yes. Yes.
She took a
Babsy.
shower today, she said.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You somebody said I smelled good.
Ron Slay.
Somebody said I smelled
Ron Slay smells better than anybody in the entire building. Let me just go ahead and say that.
I'm in the building. Hey, I'm in the building.
There it is, BB. That's what I've been wanting to hear.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. Yeah.
Did you have anything on last night's game?
Yeah, I did. I won off Pat Mahomes. Had to score 3 touchdowns and win the game. And I got that.
There you go.
Yep. So
I couldn't figure out which way to go on that deal, so I just waited until some.
I
was thinking if the Raiders have a big lead, that's when I'm going to go back in on the Chiefs and just see if they come back.
I did pick the Chiefs to win. I didn't go money line because the money line didn't make sense at that point. I took the -7.
So what do we don't have anything else outside of baseball, which I haven't hit on yet. Mariners 6, Astros 3 right now.
Basketball in 2 weeks. Cranking up, baby.
Yep, Lonzo Ball with an ankle sprain.
Saw that. Yeah. Saw that. Hope he's all right.
I didn't figure we'd get a little NBA nugget in today, but we did. Show for all people.
Always working it in. Shout out to Vandy, man. Vandy and TSU put on draft
Beer.
practices where draft NBA teams can come and view the practice. So a lot of people came through. That was what's up. Got the NBA in
Mariners
Tennessee
with another homer, 7-3. The upset team's having some run.
Yeah.
It might make sense to play in that early round.
Might
Get
make
you a
sense
little
to
rhythm.
bet. I need to bet then. That's what it makes sense to me.
615-737-1045. All lines are loaded. Should we go to the phones? I mean, the topics are, as we have outlined, I mean, the Titans are in first place sitting in their bye. Tennessee, Bama this week. We got a ton of college football. 6 games involving 2 ranked teams this weekend, which is really cool also. Tennessee, Bama tickets, going to give them away today in this hour. Stay tuned.
Woo whoop.
Better get them.
At some point in the next segment.
What?
Yes, next segment.
That's when it's going down. For real. Let's go to Sophie in Nashville, who is 11 years old. Is that right, Sophie?
Yes.
Hi, Sophie. How are you?
I'm good.
Hey, Sophie.
What do you think about this Tennessee-Alabama game, Sophie?
I think it's going to be a good game.
Hey.
It's going to be tough.
We're
going to whip them.
Who's we? Who are you a fan of, Sophie?
I'm a fan of Tennessee.
Hey, come on, BB, hit the music. Hit the music, BB. Let's go, Sophie, Sophie. Woo! Sophie ain't got no roof. Come on, Sophie. Sophie ain't got no roof. Yeah.
You're going to scare Sophie.
No, Sophie is loving. I'm telling you, she's smiling ear to ear. I can just feel it in. I can feel it through the phone. Ain't that right, Sophie? Sophie left. Sophie, did you leave me?
Sophie's out.
Sophie, I'm sorry. Oh, man, my bad, Sophie. I thought
You straight scared
I know,
11-year-old
it's like-
Tennessee
I'm sorry,
Vol
It's
fan
like
Sophie.
saw a ghost or something.
Oh my gosh.
Brother.
615-737-1045. All right. It sounds like Sophie's parents are going to try to win Alabama Tennessee tickets coming up in the next segment.
They did say the next segment, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. DJ Kale next up on 3HL. DJ.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What's happening?
Ladies?
Hi.
Well, I've basically, I heard you talking about Alabama fans aren't calling in, I mean, they're so numb. They've won them 15 games in a row, It's like, my first game, all my games go back to the 90s when I was back at UT, and we had a hell of a team in 90 with Andy Kelly. It was Parents' Day, freshman year. We were up, it was 3-3. We were up to kick the game-winning field goal from about 38 yards out. Alabama blocks it, goes all the way back to the 35 or something. With about 6 seconds on the clock, they kicked the game-winning field goal. That was my biggest memory.
Philip Doyle. They won 9-6.
Yep, Philip Doyle.
Yep.
That was horrible.
That was Alabama's best offensive play that day, I think, was that blocked field goal. Because they blocked it so far back that when they recovered it, it was in field goal range.
Yep. The next play, Bama wins. 93, Heath Schuler to Carl Pickens. We were kicking their butt. And then all the way back, Alabama comes back, and number 22, David Palmer, runs it around the corner to the chance of the Vols, go start the bus. But, yeah, he scored the game-tying 2-point conversion.
Yep.
But yet they cheated. We got that game back later to a forfeit for Alabama cheat.
I don't care about that. I mean, Deuce, they called him the Deuce. David Palmer, number 2, played for the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, Charlie Garner had a big day that day, too.
Mm-hmm.
Craig Faulkner had a touchdown.
Deuce.
We can go back in the 90s,
Deuce
man.
is loose. Okay, 98, obvious. T. Martin, my boy, Pillis Price.
Yep.
National championship year, 35-18.
The funny thing about that game is that it was tight at halftime, and Peerless Price ran the opening kickoff for the second half back for a touchdown, and there was a flag down on that return. And every time the flag is on the kickoff receiving team, but it wasn't. It was on Alabama.
All right, last thought here, ladies and gents.
Got to get the break.
I was in Tuscaloosa to watch Peyton Manning in the student section of Alabama because my boy Brian Wookie, they went to Alabama, which I beat him in high school from McGavick with a game-winning head ball, soccer ball, goal in the net. He gave me tickets. Our freshman, the year 95, Peyton Manning to Joey Camp for the Route 41-14.
Touchdown on play number 1. Yep.
Play number 1. Partied at Sports Center, was on Sports Center behind the desk because it was right there in front of Bryant. It was actually at Legion Field.
Legion Field in Birmingham, yep.
Yep. And then we might have had a few beers that night, me and my boys, and we went into the fraternity house, rival our brothers from Alabama Mew. We went in there and stole the flag football championship trophy and took it back to Tennessee. T-E-double-N-E-double-S-double-E. Go Vols, baby!
Oh, baby.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking
Dude,
about.
he just walked us through the 90s.
Hey, that is.
The only error was Carl Pickens was not on that 93 team, but that's okay. Everything else was pretty on point.
Only you would catch that.
I mean, that 90 game, I rode up to Knoxville with my friends, the Newtons, and they were big Alabama fans. In fact, they had a crimson Cadillac, and I rode with them thinking Tennessee's going to win. And then we came home. They didn't win.
Rolling in the
9-6.
Roll Tide.
My buddy Eddie
Crimson
Newton was a trainer on that Alabama team, and he was smoking cigars after the game. And Gene Stallings was new.
Yeah.
Alabama wasn't any good.
Well.
Anyway. All right. There's some reminiscing there, Little River Band. We'll be right back. 3HL. More of your phone calls. 615-737-1045.
And tickets. All right. Don't forget also, we are giving Alabama Tennessee tickets away in the next segment. So we'll get all your calls and then give away some tickets to a big weekend game. Also, some big weekend games in the NFL, actually all across football. And now's the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers, you get a no sweat first bet up to $1,000. $1,000. If you haven't jumped in on FanDuel Sportsbook, you totally should, because that's free bets back if your first bet does not win. Sign up with promo code DAWN. And here's the deal with FanDuel Sportsbook. Let's say you have never used an app before. It's very simple to figure out. They have all your favorite bets, money line, point spreads, player props. You can even do live betting. Maybe you're watching that Alabama and Tennessee game on Saturday and you think, wow, man, I'm really feeling it for this Tennessee defense in the second half. Boom. Live bet. You'll get updated odds on games that have started, and when you win, you get your winnings fast. All on an app that is safe, secure, and easy to use. So sign up with promo code DAWN for your no-sweat first bet. Promo code DAWN, DAWN, and make every moment more this season with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NFL as well. You got to be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets. Expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Tennessee Redline, 1-800-889-9789.
3HL 104.5, The Zone. What a beautiful day out there.
Babs, shake it off, Babs.
What's wrong, Babs? What you got? What you got going?
Oh, nothing.
Was she dancing? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Yeah.
she was, it wiping her face like, yep, let's go. Let's get to it.
If you missed our conversation
It's
with
football
David
season,
Long
you know.
Jr. from earlier in the show, you'll want to go check him out.
Day-Day!
Yeah, his nickname is Day-Day.
You only learn that on 3HL.
He talked about the interception. He also he said about the play before that where T.R. Tart knocked down the pass. Yeah, they do give him a hard time. But he said T.R. Tart every day, Pop-Tart, talks about how he leads the team in pass breakups, like every day.
I love that. I love that so much.
And so I was like, when you're in a huddle and you see that defense being called where like Big Jeff and T.R. Tart drop back in coverage, he's like, well, it didn't really go down that way. They just kind of drop back.
Like it wasn't specifically called that way, so to speak.
Yeah.
Decisions needed to be made.
Yeah, and then I think he said some people saw different things, or I don't know.
I heard different things.
Heard different things. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's fun to tell those stories and wins. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And that's actually, like, as an athlete, that's probably, it's that kind of stuff that makes it the hardest, like, that makes it hard to walk away, right? Like, I always hear from people, it's the guys. It's not necessarily the day-to-day.
No.
But it's the guys and the stories and the going to battle together.
The different perspectives, everybody coming together as a unit, moving as one, winning as one. That's special. Difficult to find.
By the way, Slay sent us, was it Slay or Dawn that sent us a new?
Babsy.
Yes, because somebody
new
on
view.
Twitter sent me the new view. Cousin Seth.
Oh, thank you, Seth.
Thank
I
you,
see
Seth.
it here, Seth. Thank you.
Yes. He sent the other view of Devontae Adams and pushing the guy.
All I
don't
can
know.
tell you that
The guy should have been paying attention, and Devontae was looking down. You can clearly see in that
it was
view
kind of a
that he
perfect
was-
storm of
it
things.
was a
But
perfect storm.
all I can tell you is, like, why is the guy pressing charges? Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a little ridiculous.
Like, even if you had somewhere you had to be real quick or whatever, and you got your head down, like, you should have, I mean, head on a swivel, number one.
Anytime
why are
you're
you
around
pressing
a football
charges?
field,
Yeah, you got
your head better be on a
gotta
swivel.
be.
You don't ever know when.
Nope.
Trust me.
And you out there.
I'm out there. You don't ever know when there's a ball coming your way, when there's a player that's running hard and coming your way and run into the tunnel. I mean, waiting for coaches coming out in the second half, it's all like all the time. I'm fearing for my life because I'm trying to grab coach while all these players are running out to go warm up. Like, you have to have your head on a swivel, and that guy was not paying attention
At all.
By the way, you can watch the show on Zone TV, Twitter, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Mike on Twitter, child abuse, talking about the Sophie call.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Hey,
Poor
man,
Sophie.
hey, I'm sorry, Sophie.
She was 11. Slay got going, got all hyped.
It's her. Sophie the one got me going.
She got you going,
I
then you
think
got
Sophie's
going.
okay.
Then
I think
Rocky
Sophie
Top was
can handle
playing,
it.
and you're like, "You with me, Sophie?" And nothing. Randy says, "Slay, you scared Sophie, you meanie."
It's something about the music, man. The music does it to me.
I know, it gets you
Gets you
going.
going. Gets you going.
Can you believe that there was a time that we did 3HL where we didn't have that involved in the show
No,
at all?
I can't imagine it.
And like so many things on the show, it was just kind of organic. Like, you just went down that path.
I mean,
It's pretty much everything on the show.
Yeah, including your chance to win Tennessee and Alabama tickets
Yes.
Win, you're a win.
How about
coming up. Not
I
Tennessee
have an
at
idea.
Alabama. Tennessee, Alabama.
I know
in
you say
Knoxville.
Tennessee, Alabama. We got into a little argument yesterday because I
Well-
say Alabama, Tennessee tickets because this game is being played at Tennessee.
And I totally agree
so it's
with
the
you.
second team that
And
you
I
say.
get really mad when people give scores and they don't put the home team second.
Yes.
Like, it really is. I can't even talk. It really is a thing for me. But with this game, I got to say Tennessee first on this deal.
No.
I got to present the Vols
No,
first.
it's at Tennessee.
I don't care. Tennessee v. Alabama.
So I have an idea. We didn't talk about this,
She
but
put her hand up in the air. Miss Davenport.
what if we
Mrs.
we have
Harder.
loaded lines? Yes.
Do have loaded lines.
We have loaded lines. What if we take some of these calls, then clear it out,
Okay.
and then give away tickets?
Let's do it.
All right, George in Nashville. George, what's up? Yo, George.
George, we're on a time crunch here. Where are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
You know it.
Yeah, no, I just want to let Slay know I'm out delivering pizza, and on Barley Parkway, I saw the game day bus heading towards Knoxville.
Hey, like, what? Hey, man, you should have sent a text message or something. I would have left the show. And we would have been down there on West End, man, trying to put my thumb out.
Who's driving the bus? Oh, that's Slay.
Yeah.
Slay driving the game day bus.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh, yeah. Man, appreciate that, George. Man, see, them are the things I need to know out here in life. Who's driving the game day bus? Where's it at? All times, locations. I need to know them.
Michael in Hermitage. Michael, what's up?
What's going on, y'all? I just want to say this. If Bama want that smoke, Tennessee going to bring the smoke, so you better bring your gas mask. We coming, baby. You want it? We're going to bring it.
Yeah.
We're going to bring it. And look, I'm going to say all this, man. I got several Bama fans, but I got this one guy, and I ain't going to blast him on radio, but every time he speak about Bama, I think of the puke emoji. Just puke emoji. But, man, like these Bama fans, they ain't ready for it. They feel the pressure on their throat, man, from the Big Orange sitting on it. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Tighten up. Go Big Orange. Go Big Dogs. When we bring the smoke, you best be ready.
Yeah.
There he is,
baby.
Michael. Let's go to Rich in
That's what I'm talking
Brentwood. Rich, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Rich?
You got it.
Hey, I was going to make a comment about the Tennessee-Alabama game.
Yep.
I don't think Tennessee's going to be able to compete with Alabama. I think they'll win by 21. Because I think the Vols fans, they're a little bit delusional because when they beat mediocre teams, they think they can beat the top-rated teams. I don't think that's going to happen.
To be fair, they've beaten 3 top 25 teams, and they haven't beaten 4 in a regular season since 1998.
Yeah, but you got Alabama, man. They're the tops. You know,
they are,
Georgia,
for sure.
They're not going to beat Alabama and Georgia. They're about like the Titans fans. They're delusional because they think, you know, when he got Ryan under the censor, they're going to the Super Bowl. That's not happening. They can't open the hole for my deceased grandmama.
Whoa.
So
You went deceased grandma on our butts. I like it. Thank you, Rich.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. If it's okay, though, Rich, they're going to go ahead and play the game.
I'll give here Alabama under Nick
deceased grandma.
Saban. Yeah, he went all in. Alabama under Nick Saban versus Tennessee. Alabama 15 wins, Tennessee 0.
Yeah,
Alabama 39.3 points per game, Tennessee 13.4. Alabama 482.2 yards per game, Tennessee 269.7 yards
Hey, Slade,
per game.
you want to go ahead and tell them what all that has to do with this year?
You know what? Oh, you got a horn? Babsy, to all of that information, that was great information. That was great journalistic work right there that you just went through. And we really appreciate it. But on behalf of me and everybody else that associates with the University of Tennessee, we don't give a damn about the whole state of Alabama. Whole state of Alabama. Whole state of Alabama. We don't give a damn about the whole state of Alabama. Whole state of Alabama. We are Tennessee. Come on, Babsy.
15 in a row, Slay.
What?
15 in a row, Slay.
Beautiful, cute. Ain't got nothing to do. Listen, let me explain something else. That ain't got nothing to do with what we got going on speaking about it. That ain't got nothing to do with them players up there because we don't influence it. And guess what? None of them fit. Well, how many of it wins? How many wins?
15 and 0.
None of those 15 wins will dictate exactly what those players will go out there on the field and do. So bring it and have your cigars ready. Let's get it.
I might have one ready. Just in case.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
It's like Danny White's ordering new goalposts just in case.
Hey, and this is what I want.
That is not true.
I mean, hey, who's to say it is and who says it's not?
If it's not, it should be because
it better be.
If they beat Alabama, those goalposts are going down
out of here.
Cumberland Avenue.
Hey,
I don't even know. Like they won't even know where they're taking them.
How many Alabama callers have we had?
I do follow.
We had deceased grandma caller.
That's one. Like that's it.
I'm a member of the Vols for Life Facebook page.
Oh, good old people over there.
And it's the latest. Yes, they are. But the latest post. Now I can't find it. But this is a friendly reminder: we do not storm the field under any circumstance.
Just watch it. Watch it happen.
Lost their mind.
Did they storm the field when Tennessee beat Florida in 1998?
Yes.
That's the last time.
Yeah.
Guess what else happened that year? They won it all.
Championship.
If they beat Alabama,
you better believe it.
They're storming the field.
The only way they wouldn't storm the field
if it's a blowout.
If it's a blowout, that's the only way. Because the celebration would be too crazy anyway. It wouldn't make sense. That is the only way. That's the only. Boy, do you know how much smoke is gonna be? Man, I'm gonna bring a fire extinguisher.
Oh, it's thou shall not storm the field after any game.
Thou is a lie. Whoever thou is right there. And thank you, BB. I mean, you on point now. You are on point.
Your chance to win Tennessee Bama tickets coming up. Joseph in Smyrna. Joseph.
Hey, guys. I just want to say this. Alabama fans have been doing kind of, for this week, been doing that whole shucks, I think y'all got us this year already.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to have some damn respect for tradition and threaten to burn my house down. All right? That's number one. All right? I don't care about 15-0. My dad's a Bama fan, and the one thing he likes to tell me is, hey, you know what my grandkids have never seen? Tennessee beat Alabama in football.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's never seen. Look, Crimson Tide, Elephant Hide, catch us outside. It don't matter. Balls by 30.
I mean, where are the Alabama listeners?
Here's one.
Get out the closet. I'm going to say, come on, man.
Here's one. JC in Springfield.
JC
hasn't been here in a minute.
Because he been out here shriveling and quivering.
JC, what's up?
Shivering and quivering.
On the contrary, Mr. Slay, you throw the bat signal out, my boy. Guess what? He's going to come. So let's just speak just a little bit of facts here, all right? Just a smidge bit of facts, all right?
Okay.
Will Anderson's pass rush is something that y'all haven't seen in that top 4 wins in the top 25. Guess what, my guys? This pass rush is coming for you. Here's the second fact. You ready for it, Mr. Slay?
Yes, sir, I am.
You have not once celebrated a Tennessee win on this radio station. There's the other fact. So I was walking on the city, on the streets of Nashville, and on the ground I saw something. And it said, to Ron Slay and the Tennessee fan base. I was like, oh, no, what is this? I picked it up. I blew it off. I opened it up. I'm sorry, Mr. Slay. I opened up your letter. You know what it said? Let me tell you what it said.
What did it say?
It said, benefit to drag, y'all. Whoa, tied by 25. 15 in a row, baby. Woo!
JC is Springfield.
Thank you. That's all.
That's
two lonesome fans. Like for a national championship program to have 2 lonesome fans, I'm enjoying this because I know it's plenty of Bama fans here. I know it. Like I deal with them all the time.
Oh yeah,
there's plenty of them here. So I know they listen to the show. Boy, y'all are leery. Boy, I ain't never seen y'all this nervous. I ain't never, I understand, because I do talking. I do trash talking. That's my thing.
Wait.
Anyway.
If Tennessee wins, are you going to talk about it? What will you be like on Monday?
Oh, boy.
Can you imagine, Babs?
Can you imagine me being on all 4 shows? Can you imagine that?
You're just going to come sit right there.
I will not
6
move.
in the morning and don't leave.
I won't move. I'll be here. I will take naps in the chairs. I will be here all day long. You hear me? Man, all right, well, okay, let's go and get to it.
It's a Ryan Slay Volathon on 104.5 The Zone.
I ain't eating or nothing. They're gonna be upset at me. We got to make some new ground rules and some guidelines, man, in the handbook after I get finished on Monday.
Don in
I'm talking about at the
Murfreesboro.
station.
Don, what's up?
Well, hey, guys, Mr. Slay, I just want you to, you got another Bama fan here.
Hey,
I just want to be able to call now so that I can call next week and give you crap about when we do hand you the loss.
There we go.
Because I don't, I agree. The history doesn't matter. It is 15 in a row, so we do like to hang on to that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter. But when we come after you, I don't want to hear any crying. I don't want the car roof put back on the car from all the tears coming down. I'm not one of these all shucks fans, y'all might get us this year. Until y'all get us on the field, that's when I'll tip my hat to you. That's
I like it. I like it. I like it. I can
Thank you,
respect
brother.
that.
Appreciate it, man.
I can respect that.
No, go ahead and say it. Go. Oh,
Well, there he is. He left. 3 fans. Hey, I respect. You're the ones I respect.
very,
you tried to get him back.
Listen, we're here for everybody.
Very matter of fact.
Yeah,
Listen, we're here for everybody. We all have different teams or whatever, but like I'm here for you to say Roll Tide. That's what you want to say.
Yeah, I mean, bring it. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Come on in. We are here for you.
Is it time, Brett Batchelor?
Well,
Yes.
time to do what?
Because he needs time to answer before we actually go to break, too.
Okay.
You want to clear the lines?
They're.
All right, Lions. Everybody hang up. It's time, baby.
Everybody hang up.
Hang up. We ain't doing it till we hang
All
up,
right.
Babsy.
Yep.
Babsy's
Well,
in
because they're
control.
all beeping right now.
They show up.
Boom, I got them blocked. Nope.
Yep.
He blocked them. You unblocked them.
There you go.
There we go. They're all
Okay.
blocked. All right.
Okay. Tennessee Ticket Tuesday, sponsored by Famous Dave's Barbecue on 104.5 The Zone. Don't lines aren't open yet. Don't call
They're
yet.
not open until she gives you the
Yes.
the signal. there.
Sold out Tennessee Alabama game. There you go. I said it like you guys want me to. Saturday at Neyland Stadium. Neyland.
You talking like what's the dude? What's the hating dude?
I'm talking about
What's the hating dude?
I'm talking
Irvin.
like
Come on,
Irvin.
Babsy.
Hey, you can go to Neyland Stadium and watch Henson Hooker.
Yeah.
Neyland Stadium, thanks to Famous Dave's Barbecue.
Damn Muppets.
Get the best barbecue for your buck only at Famous Dave's. Caller number 5 right now.
Let's go, baby.
615-737-1045. Good luck
Light
to
him
you.
up. Light him up.
And you have to call us after the game if you win tickets from us and tell us about your experience.
Mm-hmm. Because I know what'll be going on.
Deal?
Ooh, look at them lions lighting up, Babsy.
Deal. Caller number 5, Brett B. Get it going.
We gone.
Apple Collision Centers. That is where you need to go if you need a collision repair, a hail damage repair, frame repair and replacement, suspension and wheel alignment, glass repairment, dents. You want me to stop? Because they basically do
Man.
everything.
I mean, you just ran it all the way down, Babsy. I don't really know what else to tell them outside of, you know what you can do. They'll work with your insurance, man, and even help arrange a rental. They even do towing. But on top of that, Babsy, if you don't want to put up with the insurance and you just want to kind of skate through it a little bit, they'll work with you. They'll get you down. My people staying. Our people staying. I got staying. He'll take care of you. And there's people over there at Apple Collision Centers, Babsy.
Also certified with Kia, Nissan, Hyundai, a bunch of other things. I mean, you talk about wanting your vehicle to be like it was when you bought it. OEM parts, original equipment manufacturer parts, that's what they do at Apple Collision. And
Yes.
you got a bunch of locations to choose from.
What's that?
Hendersonville,
Hermitage.
Gallatin.
See how we did that, Babsy? That was really good right there. Hey, man, get in there, visit Apple Collision Centers to schedule a free estimate and learn more.
I want to talk about a moment's peace, too. We are talking, holidays starting to come up, and maybe you need a little relaxation. Maybe you need to make sure you hit it out of the park with a gift because you're going to be out of pocket all day on Saturday watching some really big football games. Well, a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa, that is exactly where you need to go, and they can take care of whatever you need. Gift cards printed directly from their website. You don't even have to go in if you don't want to give an amazing gift, or you can go in, get a gift from their awesome boutique right there, pair it with a gift card. They can make it all pretty for you. And here's the deal. A gift card is perfect. Everybody loves spa gifts, and they have at least a dozen different services all in the same place. Massages, manicures, pedicures, sunless tanning, waxing, skincare, facials, makeup. There's a full hair salon there. They do it all. Like I said, 24/7 gift cards on the website, amomentspeace.com, or call them 615-224-0770. If you have any questions, they can always help you with special requests. And you can always stop by for personal service in Cool Springs across Interstate 65 from Galleria Mall, the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakersbridge Avenue. That's a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa.
I love jewelry. I love watches. I love my guys at Brentwood Jewelry, and you will too when you go see them. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Check them out online, BrentwoodJewelry.com. That's where I go to get my watches, and I've got many from Brentwood Jewelry. Nashville's premier timepiece dealer is Brentwood Jewelry. Not only do they have the best selection in watches, but they are also the go-to spot for pre-owned Rolexes as well, both vintage and current models. You can own a pre-owned Rolex for a fraction of the cost. Every watch has been meticulously serviced to ensure the highest level of performance and is presented with a 2-year warranty. Check them out. Brentwood Jewelry, your gifting center. They can help you with any of your gifting responsibilities throughout the course of the year. And once you get to know these guys, then it's an easy stop in there, and you can get care of all of your responsibilities from a gifting perspective. Maybe you're looking for a career change. They want to invite you to come in as well. Maybe you love watches, you love jewelry. Brentwood Jewelry is hiring for full and part-time sales positions. Go work for an amazing family-owned business in a fast-paced, fun work environment surrounded by beautiful one-of-a-kind pieces. They will train you. Call or stop in. Ask for Brandon, 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com. week's show.
Yeah.
Wonder how many people actually know what 3HL stands for. Because this show was launched in January 2010.
3-hour lunch.
So,
all right, see you, Babs.
That is. I went on Josh and Swain today, and they kept saying it.
Did you not want me to say
Swain
that?
kept saying it.
3-hour lunch?
Yep. 3-hour lunch. On that 3 to 6 on the 3-hour lunch in Nashville.
Well, it's a late lunch.
What does it mean now?
It just got branded so hard, real hard.
Mm-hmm.
That goes back from Puncher to Long Pony,
3HL.
which is an old call from 3HL. Anyway, that it's like Q-tips are branded so well that they're not cotton swabs. Like, you don't just call them cotton swabs.
Yeah.
You
just
call
them Q-tips.
all of them Q-tips,
Yeah.
even if it's like the
Yeah.
crappy brand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like people from the North and the Midwest, they'll hate this part. But it's like in the South, like all sodas are Cokes. What kind of Coke do you want? Dr. Pepper?
Cold drinks or pops?
I know. Like you brought that into the mix. Yeah. Cold drinks is what we said back in the day in school and stuff. But so 3-hour lunch when we moved from 12 to 3 to 3 to 6 when George Plaster left, we just kept the name. But we just kept it. Even when it was 3-hour lunch.
3 hours long.
3 hours long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was long.
And then we moved to 4 hours for a little bit.
Yeah,
That
and
kind
then
of jacked it all
before
up.
you came, it was 3 hombres loco.
It's about right.
So even when it was 3-hour lunch, we always just called the show 3HL. So that's what happened. First guest in 3HL history? I'll tell you in a minute.
I was going to say, I'm not ruining this one. I know the answer.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
First guest.
This is January 2010. It was technically it was Blaine's mom was the first guest, but she didn't know it. She called him on his cell phone. He answered it into the microphone.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. Mama.
Especially from Mama.
Said, Mama, you're on the air.
Oh. Fisher.
Nope. Do you have a guess?
I know it.
What is it?
You say it.
See?
Eddie
He's
George.
one of the more famous Tennessee Titans to ever play for the organization. And he only played for 2 years.
Lorenzo Neal.
Lorenzo Neal. Low Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Low Daddy used to go in the locker room and get people in sleeper holds. Like, that was his thing. He would just walk up to you and get you in a sleeper hold.
That ain't funny. This is not a game you should play. Like,
No.
he too big and strong to be playing that little game. Like.
You play that game, I'm coming after
Yeah,
you
that
after
ain't-
I'm
yeah,
out of
that
my
ain't-
sleeper
yeah,
hold.
that ain't cool. That's not cool to play.
Oh, man. All right. Do you need to go somewhere there, Babsy?
See you, Babsy.
She's got her backpack on. Usually I don't call attention to it, but it's only like 2 minutes. So she's single momming it this week.
Oh, come on, Babsy. I wish y'all could have seen that on camera.
What just happened? Lorenzo
She got
Neal,
lassoed.
the ghost of Lorenzo Neal.
She lassoed
And he ain't
herself. She lassoed herself.
Oh, man. Are you ready for this, Tennessee, baby?
Hey, man, it's getting closer and closer, baby. Hump day is here.
Hey, Brett Bachelor, what time do we need to be out? Okay. There he is.
Why didn't BB just say it on air?
Coach Mac, did he not say it on air?
He just said it
I
to
can't
you.
tell. Oh, he just said to me. Oh, 3 minutes, he said. It's Mac Talk, right?
Yep. I thought. No, Mac Talk is off this week.
Oh.
Yeah, Mac Talk is off this
What's
week.
coming up next, Brett Bachelor?
Yeah, he's off. Coach Vrabel
What's
is
up
the only
next?
show. He's the only show that's supposed to be on. And that was
Bachelor doesn't
Monday.
know. He's talking to Hunk.
I'm telling you. It's
it's the after party.
After party, yeah.
Yeah. Should we take these calls live on the air
BB
without
needs
being
help.
screened?
I'm nervous. But
Do you
let's
have a
do it.
winner?
It was Dawn, the Bama fan from the last segment.
Dawn, the Bama fan.
Did we really just give away tickets
A dude?
to
It was
an
a dude?
Alabama fan?
It was a dude, Don. He said Don or Dawn.
D-O-N.
Don. Yeah, Don. Yeah, he need to be there. He need to be there front and center.
Were you
To
surprised
watch it.
at how lacking the Florida section was with Florida fans?
Yeah.
Because Alabama's
I
going to bring a
was.
lot of people, man.
You know what? And I got to see it. You know why?
Yeah, they will.
You know what I'm
They're
saying? Yeah, I expect them to, but man, I think that, man, I think they're kind of nervous for real, man. Like they want to stand this one down. They know it's gonna be wild.
Here's where a lot of Bama fans are, I think. Like they're nervous about the game. And so they're not saying anything. They're not
Right.
talking. But boy, when they win, They're just going to laugh about it, smoke their cigar, and go, told you, I knew it.
And that ain't
all y'all Tennessee fans, you ain't going to win.
And that ain't nothing to me. Like, I ain't even hearing none of that. Like, all the, I'm going to be back and tell you that it wasn't. No, I don't want to hear that. Nope. Nope.
All right.
And all the, man, you finally beat Bama. They at the top. Like, that's what I would understand. Like,
I know.
It's
like, y'all going to lose to Bama and Georgia again. So does everybody else.
It's 300 or some odd teams underneath y'all, dude. Like, you're at the top of the mountain. Like, I don't know. I mean, but I'm just saying,
yeah.
Dude, it's come on, man. What are y'all talking about?
Having heart palpitations. This is going to be a long week.
Top 25, bro.
Actually, it's a quick week. These shows are going by fast, man, at least from our perspective.
The funny thing is you're not legit unless you beat Bama. Like, that's the crazy thing. So, Florida don't even count.
Yeah.
Unless Florida's number one in the nation, that don't count?
Does that make Ole Miss legit under Hugh Freeze?
Uh-huh.
They beat them twice in a row.
Hey, man, it's wild, man. That is so funny. You got to paint it how you got to paint it, I guess.
All right, watch this.
What's up?
All right. Welcome to 3HL. You are live on the air. Who is this? Boy. I don't play around. I don't waste.
You gave him an opportunity.
I gave him a chance.
You gave him a chance.
Welcome in. You're live on the air. This is 3HL. Who is this?
This is Daniel.
Daniel, what's up, buddy? Daniel? What can we do for you?
What can we do
I was wondering if somebody won the ticket.
Yeah, Daniel, they won the tickets, man.
Yeah, Dawn won the ticket. Not Dawn Davenport. She didn't win.
Yeah, Dawn.
Dawn the dude.
I know,
man. I was gonna take Slay.
Oh, man, that would have been dope right there, man.
Daniel and Slay, man.
Slay that would have been it. Hey, man, can I give a shout-out?
Yeah, shout away.
Man, let me give my boy a shout-out, man.
I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
Thanks, BB.
When you open your mic, just make sure everything you say is on the air, because I don't know.
Let me give a man shout out to my guy Colin, man. What up, Colin? Man, he just reached out to me and said, I love listening to the show. No, man. That ain't my man. He's a Bama fan. Hey, but Colin, man, so you know what Colin was?
What was Colin?
Colin was my biology tutor. So when I was going back to school to get my degree, I had to get some help, man. I needed a breakdown. Colin helped me get through, man. So shout out to Colin, man. Hey, let Colin go to the game, man. Come on, wifey, let Colin get to the game this weekend.
You can tweet us anytime at 3HL1045. There's a young lady that tweeted us or sent us a message. I will storm the damn field topless if we win and then tear down the goalpost and help set a car on fire. You ain't seen nothing yet. Go Vols.
Sounds like my type of party. Hey, we got special guests coming up tomorrow, y'all. They may want to stay tuned for this.
Coach Mack,
definitely.
Todd Furman in studio, maybe. He's in Nashville.
Furminators, we'll do it. That sounds like a good one.
Somebody that maybe played for the Vols back in the day.
Somebody that played for the Vols back in the day, baby.
Might have had a piece of some Bama tail.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
Y'all want to tune in there? Y'all want to tune in tomorrow? Tell me.
I'm here for it.
And this was LL.
Ladies love.
Cool James.
We'll be back at it tomorrow at 3HL After Party next. Stay tuned. Later.